set a beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. Happy Educational Friday. What y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. We got some education and some Joce to do today. This is Educational Friday. Shout out to everybody in the building. First of all, I would like to start off by saying welcome to each and every one of y'all. I know y'all see the pony. Is it crooked? So let me tell y'all what happened. I went and ran this morning, right? Because you know I get up and work out type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I went outside and ran this morning, went meditate, ground, and pray. And then I came inside and took a shower. And when I got out the shower, I looked it so bad. Oh, girl, I looked it so bad. You had to see it. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real with me. I looked it horrible. Do you hear me? So I got dressed. I put my little lotion on, did what I needed to do or whatever. And then I got in the mirror, did my face, and I looked up at my head. I said, oh, my God, what is I'm going to do? And then something said, girl, you don't remember that little afro ponytail you bought? And I said, oh, I sure do. So I went to searching, and this thing hanging on by a wing and a prayer. Literally, if a hard wind pass, it's going to be up the street like tumbleweed. However, I'm inside and it ain't no wind. So we outside, but inside. And I got the doggone ponytail in. So shout out to me. And even bigger shout out to the ponytail, because I'm not going to lie, I looked it bad. I looked it horrible. It was a time. But at any rate, come on in. Get the likes up on the video. And look what I said too when I put it in. I said, oh, and it look a little nappy, so it look real. Go ahead on. Come on in. Get the likes up. How y'all doing? Another thing I noticed, since I've been in the past 2 weeks, I got almost 1,000 subscribers. So shout out to all of the new subscribers. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I love to have you. It's so good that y'all are here. Shout out to y'all. I didn't realize that the subscriber count was going to go up. So it was kind of like going on suspension from the dollhouse was kind of like a gift and a curse, because yeah, I lost money. A lot of it. However, I gained more people on this side of the aisle, which is the most important side of the aisle. So I'll take it. So welcome to each and every person that's in here. We do this every day, Monday through Friday. So make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell so y'all know when I upload or go live. Now, before we get into everything, let's get the morning announcements off the ground. First of all, Black America, please, I love you most. If y'all don't do anything, it is imperative that you ground, meditate, and pray. We are in very, very heavy spiritual deep warfare. So y'all need to ground, meditate, and pray. Just go outside, get you some sunlight, put your hands or your feet or both to the soil, to a tree, touch grass, do something, but ground, meditate, and pray. Also, Black America, genealogy is, you got to do it. You have to start learning who you are and where you come from. Hey, Capri Webb said, I finally caught a live voodoo. Oh, well, I'm glad to have you, Capri. And thank you for coming in. But no, listen, we got to do genealogy, bro. We have to. It is imperative that you know who you are and you find out your inheritance and your heritage, before the enemy does. So please find out who you are and where you come from. It's called genealogy. It's documentation of you and all the people who came before you generationally. So please, if you don't do nothing else, do your genealogy. Also, if you would like to support the doll, there's a link pinned to the chat. VoodooDollTVShop.com. I have merch. I have My Ancestors Don't Play About Me merch. And I also have Babe, which is Black Americans versus Everybody merch. So please do genealogy and hit that link, voodoodolltvshop.com, if you would like to support. Now I gotta ask y'all a question, because I had, I be online ordering stuff, right? And I had ordered this shirt. And I asked my daughter, because I thought I was tripping, but the shirt, I ain't gonna tell you who it is. Y'all tell me, who is this on this shirt? Can y'all see this? Who y'all think this is on this shirt? I know y'all can see it because I'm looking at it. Put it in the chat. Who is this? I want to see something. Somebody said Missy Elliott. This is not Missy. Okay, so y'all see what my daughter saw. I see Nikki. Y'all don't think this look like Nikki? I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it again, it looked like, I don't know. I am of confusion. Either way, I bought the shirt online. Nigga said it looked like Lovely T. Girl, go lay down, diva. Not Lovely T. Wait, no, listen. Y'all know I be ordering shirts online. I order a lot of shirts online because I literally wear shirts every day online, right? So I don't know where I bought this from, but I said this some Whitney Hutton type stuff right here. Because what? They say it's Cardi, but I saw Nikki. But again, I don't know. My eyes may be bad. I don't know. My baby said she saw Cardi, but then after I told her I saw Nikki, she said, wait, it might be Nikki. I don't know. It do look like a split down the middle. What it looked like is somebody who was trying to sell some shirts, and they just say, AI, put these pictures together. They said Cardi because of the nails. That'll give it away. Cardi because of the nails, because Nikki don't wear them long nails like that. But anyway, they said Cardi C. You know what's crazy? That's the part people don't understand. All of them look alike. And not just the celebrities. Even in America, think about it. Everybody look alike. Everybody got the same hair. Everybody got the same nails. Everybody got the same clothes. Everybody look alike. Everybody, it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, you're right. All of them look like Miss Deborah. You're absolutely right. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Anaya, thank you so much. Anaya Wolf 9136 for the super chat says, hey, boo, I need some advice. I lost a friend who is African because of some things I said about Africa. I didn't mean to hurt her, but I got to be with my people right now. Did I do the right thing? Well, girl, what did you say? Honestly, I learned this. If you coming from a place of truth and you know it's true, anybody that leaves your side or strays away from you, let them. What we're not doing in 2026 is allowing people to stifle or hide truth. Now, I don't know what you said, but I will say if you said something that wasn't offensive yet true and that person decided to leave, then bye. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. A lot of people don't like the truth. That's why they have this old saying called the truth hurts. Y'all ever heard of that? The truth hurts. That's because a lot of people don't like to hear it. So like I said, I don't know what you said. Unless it wasn't offensive but true, then if it wasn't offensive but true, then let it be what it be. You don't need her as a friend, no way. If she was your friend, she would understand, okay? Unless you was just like, girl, y'all ugly and y'all stink and y'all head shaped like flat irons and things of that nature. Then I understand the girl. Now, if you was over there ribbing a girl, telling the girl how she looked so bad and how they, if you were saying stuff like that, then I understand the girl. But if you was just saying some truth and she feels some type of way, oh well, you're bye. Anyway, you're right. You need to stick to your people. Hey, Jay New Orleans. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says sisters in surgery. You know what? Just like that girl. What's that girl name? Just like Drew Sidora when got Portia body. Nikki Cardi when got Nikki face. Yeah. Just like Drew Sidora went told the doctor she want Cardi body. I mean, not Cardi. She wanted Portia's body. Cardi went down and said, give me a Nikki special. That's why everybody look alike. They all going to the same doctors. Thank you so much, Jay New Orleans. I appreciate you, boo. And what you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says happy Friday, my girl. Love you down. Thank you. Happy Educational Friday, and I love you back. Thank you so much. What you cooking? Now we got to get into why we're here today. What we gonna talk about, y'all? We do have Educational Friday coming up later on. Make sure y'all pull up, pull over, and pop out. They say it look like Carisha. It do look like Carisha. It do. Anyways, today we're talking about Haitians losing temporary protective status. What does that mean? It means all them laws that was put in place to protect them, to make sure they stay here, gone. Now the Haitians are losing their minds because every day, as much as they love Haiti and as much as they fly the flag and they call, they don't want to go home. As much as they come to Black America and tell us about how we this, that, and the third, now it's time for them to go home, and they don't want to go home. So we're going to get into that. And then also this Clear lady, is her name Megan Kelly. She decided to respond to the Haitians talking about all the stuff we built in hours and hours and hours and hours of confusion because your cracker ass ain't built nothing. We'll get into it. Stay right there. We also got to get into Clear people's real age. I remember I came on here and told y'all Clear people are not 6,000 years old. I told y'all they not even 600 years old. Well, a Clear lady is going to say the same thing that I said, and then she's going to come on here and explain it because y'all don't be liking to hear it from me. So I'm going to let the Clear lady tell y'all, okay? Then we got to get into Floyd Mayweather. No, the water supply. Did y'all know that in July they're saying that it's supposed to be a water crisis in America, and they're saying half of America won't have clean water, not at their disposal. And remember, we got all these data centers popping up all over the world, and not the world, all over America, and these data centers use fresh water in order to maintain. So when you got all of these people coming out saying that the water supply is supposed to be cut down in July, that tells me everything I need to know. It's these damn data centers. Plus, they're trying to create what do you call it? They're trying to create a situation where people go into panic. Remember? And also, too, it wouldn't surprise me if a couple of people don't want a great reset. Think about the movie, girl, what's the name of that movie? Think about the movie Book of Eli. The very beginning of the Book of Eli, not only that, other movies, it starts at a great reset. And what happens before a great reset? War, all types of stuff. So I believe, this is just what I believe. I believe that this water supply thing is supposed to kind of shift us into that. Yes, apocalypse. Yes, Nanny. All of that comes before a great reset. Apocalypse, war, everything. Like, it's insane. And I think, because you got to keep in mind, the people who were in charge, because they're not anymore, their time is up. And they know they don't have no way of coming back. They don't mind taking us all to hell with them. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, all of that has to happen before a great reset, and I think that that's what they want, which is why they keep putting these data centers up, and the data centers are using up all the water. Think about it like this: if we go to a water shortage, people are going to fight against other people for water. So let's say you went and stocked up on buku water, but the people down the street don't have none. If they got a blicky and you don't, guess who about to have that water? Y'all better go look at these movies, bro. I get it. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw all these movies the first time for entertainment, but y'all didn't go back and look at it for real life lessons. Y'all better start looking at these movies because this is what's coming up, man. I'm telling you. I don't know when, but it's coming. Okay, so we're going to get into the water supply thing. Then we'll also get into Floyd Mayweather getting his fights canceled. He really done pissed off them Jews. And then we got to get into Boosie found his long lost friend. So y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video, and we will be back later on for Educational Friday. Shout out. You know, I was thinking about this song. What's the name of the song? Who's loving you? Because I was thinking about Michael Jackson and about how mature he was as a kid. And I'm thinking about the passion and the vigor and the emotion that he sung that song in. And I'm just like, he had to be like something otherworldly to be 6, 7, 8, 9 years old singing that song like that. Yeah, it's a lot. So y'all come on in and get the likes up on the video. That song just, I don't know why it just kept playing over my head. And the part where he be saying, what's the part kept replaying? When he kept saying, who's loving you? That part kept, I kept saying, whatever. Anyway, let's get into the show. Yeah, he was definitely ahead of his time, and he was definitely one of God's favorites for sure. All right, so we're gonna get into the show. I got a couple of honorable mentions. Make sure y'all pull over, pop out if you haven't already, liking the video. Let's get into a few honorable mentions, okay? Where do we start, honey? Oh my God. Oh, update. Mia Thornton has always been a con artist. Y'all remember the girl from RHOP who allegedly stole and photoshopped another lady body and put her head on top? So this is Mia Thornton. She's from RHOP, a Real Housewives of Potomac. This clear woman came out saying that she photoshopped her head on her body. Now, I must admit the bodies look different. And either way, Mia came back and said that that's not true, that was just her. And she even put a picture up showing her sitting down, saying, is the picture on here? She even had a picture of her sitting down showing that she didn't copy the girl. Well, it turns out Mia did copy the girl, and Mia admitted it. It says the jig is up. Mia Thornton seemingly admitted to using model's photo as her own. Quote, she's cute though. We got her 20 seconds of fame. So Mia is photoshopping her head on people's bodies. It says, somebody says, Mia, do you, but please don't steal that lady's body anymore, okay? And then Mia said, she cute though, and we got her 20 seconds of fame. So mission accomplished. Y'all did your big one. I just want to say this, because this is bigger than Mia photoshopping her face on top of this lady body. I be seeing people do this on YouTube, Facebook too. Y'all, how do I say this? Because I know I'm going to offend people in the audience, because I'm pretty sure somebody in the audience done did it too. Y'all really be playing with that AI to the point where y'all really start to lose y'all mind. Like, I be seeing all them AI photos on Facebook, and the people don't look like the AI photos at all. But it don't matter. They be wanting the instant gratification from the social media, and they don't care if they don't look like it. They'll just post these AI photos, and people be on there, oh, you look so good. And I just be saying, what? It's very reminiscent. This with Mia is very reminiscent of that. And that's scary. And let me tell you why that's extremely scary. Because now you're living in a metaverse. When you start to do an AI to create photos and then you put it out there as if it is you, now you have literally put yourself in a whole nother world. Now you living in a metaverse. Because it's not real and it's not you. And it's not just the people on Facebook. I see people, I guess people doing it all over. I ain't never known nothing about the Photoshop stuff. Plus, I don't want to Photoshop a perfect body. Then y'all see me in the street with my belly hanging over. And then next thing you know, you're embarrassing me. I'm not going through all of that. I got a gut. And I'm not going to Photoshop it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all that to say, I think that people don't understand how dangerous they're treading this AI line with, because when you get sucked into these metaverses, you literally leave the real world. Get me up here. Let me show y'all. Let me tell y'all exactly what I mean. When you decide to live inside the metaverse, what do I mean by live inside the metaverse? When you say, I'm going to create an AI photo or an AI whatever, and then you take that AI thing and you put it in the real world as if it is real, mentally, you're not here. Mentally, you're in that metaverse. And that is very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Because if you're present there, then you have to be absent here. Does that make sense? Now, I'm not saying don't play with the AI. Everybody can do what they want with AI. AI is here and it ain't going nowhere. We know that. Only thing I'm saying is, even with Mia photoshopping her head on someone's body, that has to be a level of mental illness, in my opinion. Even y'all with them AI photos y'all be posting on Facebook acting like it's y'all. I think that there's a level, whether it's an acute level, a heavy level, I don't know, but there's got to be a level of mental illness. Because you can't be present there and present here. So if you're present in the metaverse, you're absent from here. And over here, your ass is crazy. I'm just saying, it's weird. I don't know. Let's move on. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's scary. It's real hard out here. It's scary out here in 2026. Man, people doing all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, what in the hell was going on here? I saw Verzuz was live, but I haven't clicked on it forever. Pretty Ricky and B2K did a Verzuz. I thought B2K already got bodied by Mario. Since when you could do a Verzuz and get bodied and come back? Somebody help me. I am of confusion. See, this what happened when y'all let them clears take over. What is going on? How did B2K get back on the Verzuz stage and why? We already know Omarion can't sing. We already know that. That nigga got an ice box where his vocal cords used to be. He can't sing. So how they get back on the stage? I am of confusion. Then on top of that, B2K against Pretty Ricky. Can we talk? Can we have an honest conversation? I was there during both of these boys' time. Pretty Ricky couldn't stand next to B2K. Why are they on a Verzuz together? And also, I want to say this, and I know I'm a ruffle a lot of feathers, but the girls who liked it, Pretty Ricky was a little crazy. Them was some hood, dirty ass niggas from out Florida. I never saw the hype in Pretty Ricky. You know what I'm saying? I just never did. But anyway, Verzuz went underway last night. They say Pretty Ricky won. Well, duh. None of them niggas know how to sing in real life. Nobody in B2K know how to sing. Girl, you seen Fizz? Girl, don't none of them Fizzle Pop can't sing. Omarion can't sing. J Bug can't sing. And what's the other one? He can't sing neither. He could dance, but he can't sing. Them niggas is made in the lab. Remember, they are modeled after who? I don't never lie again. I will never lie again. You will always be my friend. You will always be my friend. Immature. B2K was immature in them little nephews. They were made in the lab, my love. Them niggas can't sing. So why is they keep coming on Verzuz? I am of confusion. Anyway, they say Pretty Ricky won. I don't know how, but they did. Let's get into it.
What the hell is going over there?
At any rate, they say the Verzuz went off without a hitch. They said they had 30 people in the live. I don't know. Don't get me the line. I did see some slight advertisement for it, but that was it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it wasn't a success. I don't know what it was. And let's talk about it. Pleasure P, the only one could sing in Pretty Ricky. Y'all, okay. Congratulations are in order to Pretty Ricky and all y'all niggas ugly. I never understood the name of the doggone group when all them niggas is ugly, but congratulations to Pretty Ricky. No, I ain't gonna lie. The group, the lead singer, he wasn't ugly back in the day. But them other three, them some ugly little boys. Said what I said. Said what I said, and they all looked like they was in the trailers when they went to school. Every single person in Pretty Ricky looked like they went to school in the trailers. Everybody else was in the building. They look like they was in the trailers. That's all I know. I've never been a fan. I don't know nothing about the Pretty Ricky people. I don't even know the songs. I'm gonna be real. From then, I never saw it. At any rate, congratulations to Pretty Ricky, I guess. Them niggas look weird. They always been weird to me, though, since the beginning. I don't understand why y'all can't see that. Them weird-ass poking bean ass. Talking about 5 in the morning. Get your ass out of my house before I call the police at 5 in the morning, nigga. Because you look like you steal. All 4 of them niggas look like they steal. How many people in Pretty Ricky? All of them look like they steal. All of them look like you got to put your purse up when they come. Let's move on before the Pretty Ricky people start to cussing me out, girl. Pulling my little ponytail off. Let's move on, because y'all know how y'all is, child. I don't want no smoke with the people. No, don't want no smoke with the people. Now, I do want to talk about Kylie Jenner hit with a lawsuit. But I mean, what do we expect? Kylie Jenner was hit with a lawsuit by her former chef, or whoever it was. Let's get into it. It says, Kylie Jenner hit with a 3rd lawsuit as former private chef claims her management team overworked her. Overworked? Leading to miscarriage. There you go. Now that makes sense. It says reality star and makeup mogul Kylie Jenner is facing severe backlash after her former private chef filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court. The unnamed chef alleges that the extreme physical demands and relentless 12-hour shifts she was forced to work during a high-risk pregnancy directly led to her suffering a tragic miscarriage. I have to pause the lady. If it was so stressful, why you didn't quit? If working 12-hour shifts was so stressful, and I'm pretty sure you went to doctor's appointments, and I'm pretty sure the doctor said, hey, girl, you might need to stop working so much. Why didn't you quit? I'm going to tell you why the person didn't quit. Because these people put everything in front of what's important, which is her unborn child. She cared about being a chef with Kylie. I don't know the rest of the story. Yeah, that money. Being a chef for Kylie was more important than her laying on her ass until she had this baby. Let's talk about it. And I hate to take up for this damn vampire here, but it's the truth. Because the love of money is the root to all evil. She didn't stop. Ain't nobody held her hostage at the job. If you was over there working 12-hour shifts relentless and it was giving you all of this hell, your ass should have quit. Let's go on and finish reading. According to the court documents obtained by Los Angeles Times, the woman started her dream gig. There you go. Started her dream gig as Jenner's private chef around Thanksgiving 2024. By December, she hit her supervisor with the news that she was 3 months pregnant with a high-risk pregnancy, explicitly asking for reasonable workplace accommodations to keep her and her unborn child safe. The lawsuit claims her management team completely ignored her restrictions and kept piling on heavy lifting. The filing details a horrifying New Year's Eve incident where the 5 months pregnant chef was ordered to lift and transport heavy food items across the street and uphill without assistance. The physical strain was so intense that the chef allegedly grew dizzy and started gasping for air, forcing Jenner's own security personnel to step in and give her medical aid. Let me just say this. I don't feel bad for the lady. That bitch should have quit. Now, if she gets some money out of Kylie, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Fine. I don't give a damn about her getting no money out of Kylie. But what I'm not going to do is allow a person who had free will to come on here and act like her losing her baby is somebody else's responsibility. When you are pregnant, you are the person that is in charge of the baby. You the responsibility. You the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. So if things go left, especially with things that you can make decisions on, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Because when they would have asked me to carry the heavy food items up the hill, I would have told Kylie and Chris and Chloe and whoever else was over there, especially if them badass children was over there, I'd have told them, hell no. You carry that shit up the hill. You see me pregnant. What I look like? I ain't about to lose my baby to get you niggas no strawberries up the hill. That's what I would have said. But everybody different. But you see, I couldn't work for people like this because I have that much of an opinion. People like Kylie and celebrities, they don't want people around them who have their own mind. They need a bunch of yes men and robots. And that pregnant woman must have been a yes man and a robot. Now you done lost your baby, and now you want to blame it on Kylie? No, you need to blame it on you, ma'am. You should have quit that job when you found out you was pregnant, or whenever that doctor told you it was high risk. You should have told Kylie, girl, I need to take a leave of absence. My doctor said I need to be on bed rest. And if she really gave a damn about you, she would have let you take the leave of absence. But you didn't want to do that. You didn't want to miss the money. You didn't want to miss the clout. And now the baby gone. Let's move on. Let's move on. And I'm only being hard on the lady because so many people in America do it today. There are so many people right now that care more about money than anything else. And they don't care how it affects things until it affects things. For the love of money is the root to all evil. If you love it so much, you keep on chasing it, you're going to run right into the devil. You got to know it. And speaking of running into the devil, hold on. Did y'all see this dude? I didn't know he dated Chloe. So this former NBA player, you know, they dated everybody. This former NBA player, Rashad McCants, he goes and talks about the situation with him dating Chloe. But he said that he dated Chloe for her. He said he really was in love with Kim. He said, and then when Chloe would come and ask him, why you whooping? He'll be like, cause bitch, you know I don't really like you like that. I like your sister. But again, did I not tell y'all they arrange relationships in Hollywood? Plus, everybody knows the Kardashians get everything they got from Negroes. Everybody knows that. That's not even up for debate. But it's the fact that this dude ran through the story and he was literally talking about how they made an agreement to date in public, but not really be dating. Y'all, the world is a stage. It says, well, damn. Ex-NBA player Rashad McCants seemingly says he wanted Kim Kardashian despite being in a public relationship with Chloe. Claims their situation was an agreement. This is not because I like you. I like your sister. Y'all, don't only look at this for the Kardashian story. Look at it for all y'all faves that y'all just love down to the ground. Oh, I just love them together, Megan and Clay. Oh, I just love them. These people be putting in they be in arranged situations, in arranged relationships. The world is a stage. Let's get into it.
I think this was 2009, so this is Facebook's inception. So Facebook just came about. I remember I posted, I changed my relationship status to it's complicated. This is what did it all. Oh. Yeah. And then Media Takeout posted that Rashad McCants put it's complicated on his Facebook status. And she asked me about it and was like, why ain't I'm like, because it is, bitch. Like, it's complicated. You date me because you want me to help you do some shit. We have an agreement. This is not, I like you. I like your sister. It's complicated. I'm here for different reasons. So are you. So it's complicated. And I'm trying to convince other girls the same. Like, I'm talking to a couple girls and they like, you date? No, I'm not. We're not dating. We just visibly holding hands. We're not doing too much. We can still do what we do.
Then 7 months later, you was like, enough is enough.
Oh, man, it got too much. This and...
Think about this. Y'all ever seen celebrities get caught with other people and then the internet go crazy and be like, oh, they cheating. Most of the time behind the scenes, them people not really together in real life. Even married with children. Most of the time behind the scenes, them people not even together in real life. And now I'm thinking about 21 Savage and his wife. I keep telling y'all, these people have arranged situations. They arrange marriages. They arrange children. This is real. Just because us at the bottom, just because we don't do it, don't mean it's not happening. He's literally telling you, I had an agreement with Chloe. And I had to tell all these other girls that I'm messing with, hey, yeah, I know it looked like I'm dating her, but that's just something on the side. No. I'm really single. The world is a stage. So when y'all be going ham, I'll use the Megan Thee Stallion situation as an example. Megan be having these girls go in and out of emotional trauma every time she's in and out of a relationship. What if she's got all of these girls going through all of these emotional roller coasters and all of these relationships is fake? What if you are hottie and you love Meg down to the ground and you support her and you just want her to be happy? And you done been through every relationship with this bitch. You done cried with her. You done laughed with her. All to find out all this shit been a big old play. I keep telling y'all, they don't just arrange relationships in politics. They do it all over Hollywood. This is also why I tell y'all, stop being emotionally connected to these celebrities. Because when you attach your emotions to them, you don't know what's real and what's not. Oh, and by the way, the mass majority of the shit you see from these celebrities is fake. It's not real. So while you at home sad because Meg got broken up with, her and Clay behind the scenes dapping up like that was a good play. See you on the next one. Does that make sense? Y'all get too caught up in other people's lives. The reason why celebrities exist is so that you could care more about them than you care about you. And as long as you worried about Meg or this one or that one, you don't have time to figure out you. Whole time you worried about these celebrities and they playing in your face. Don't think this is a one-off, because I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat gonna say, well, Voodoo, that might have just been the Kardashians. You fool. You fool. You think only one or two people in Hollywood is doing that? Oh, girl, I feel so bad. At any rate, the truth comes out. When y'all be seeing these stories, don't just look at them or take them for face value. Start dissecting them with your brain, because if they can tell you that they're arranging relationships with the Kardashians, they're arranging them all over. I told y'all Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence arranged their children to be together. And I told you they making them so they can have this super kid. I told y'all that. Let's move on. Because I can lead a horse to water. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could do. I can lead the horse to water. Moving on. Get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video, please. Please and thank you. Now I want to get into Floyd. What is going on with Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather fight got canceled in Greece. I just came from there. What done happened? Let's get into it. Now, we know Floyd is going through a lot. Him and the Jews are not on the best terms. Him and the Jews were once like this. But I don't know what happened. It seemed like something done went wrong, and now they like this. You see what I'm saying? They went from this to this. All I know is protection was gone. They say Floyd had buku money, now people suing him. He's going through it. He's going through it really, really bad. And 50 Cent is there to make sure that he sees him through all of his hell. So 50 posted this and says, champ, I kept missing your call. The time is different here in Ibiza. I ain't never heard of that. It says Floyd Mayweather versus Zambidi's fight in Greece called off after $4.65 million lawsuit. What in the world is going on? Now I got to go look it up. Hold on. Because what lawsuit that got the fight messed up? Let's get into it. All right, here we go. We outside. Floyd Mayweather's exhibition fight against Mike Zambides in Greece on Saturday has been called off, according to federal court records filed Thursday. The fight had been in question after CSI and events company contracted to hold 2 other Mayweather fights sued Mayweather in the Southern District Court of New York District Court alleging breach of contract and filed an emergency injunction petition to halt the fight. Because plaintiff's motion remains pending without a ruling, the Mayweather-Zambides event will no longer proceed in Athens. Greece is planned on Saturday evening. Attorney Melissa Glass wrote in a letter to the courts, plaintiffs' commencement of this action and filing of the motion, as well as their legal threats domestically and in Greece, have effectively stopped any promotion or distribution plans for the event and halted sales or ticket sales. Depending on the result of the injunction ruling, Glass' letter said Mayweather-Zambides could be rescheduled. CSI attorney Judd Burstein sent a letter to District Court Judge Vernon S. Broderick on Thursday afternoon asking the court to grant the emergency injunction application following the cancellation of the Mayweather-Zambides fight in order to keep Mayweather from contracting another fight before the preliminary injunction hearing. Bernstein asked for a normal bond to be placed with this emergency injunction if it is granted, since the restraining order would no longer be the reason for the fight being halted. Since the Mayweather-Zambides fight is no longer taking place Saturday, Broderick wrote in an order Thursday afternoon that it is not clear to me what irreparable harm will occur immediately while I adjudicate the merits of CSI's motion for a preliminary injunction. Sounds like more lawsuits coming. Broderick decided to wait on ruling about the temporary restraining order application until he hears from CSI and Mayweather about the need for an immediate ruling and what a schedule might be for discovery and other legal filings leading up to the preliminary injunction hearing. He offered to meet with the attorneys for CSI and Mayweather at a time of their choosing earlier next week. Prior legal filings in this case cited Ticketmaster stopped selling tickets for the 6-round exhibition in March. DAZN had a potential broadcaster of the fight, but a court filing Thursday from promoter Kian Annis of Front Row said DAZN wanted to wait until the court made a decision before proceeding with showing the fight. On Wednesday, Glass told the court there was no current broadcaster set up for the fight. Glass also wrote, the fluid situation on the ground in Athens and significant damage to the commercial viability of the event led to its cancellation. Anise said in a supporting document that they have prepared to proceed with the fight and the legal matters have been resolved sufficiently in advance of the event, but that it became no longer commercially or operationally feasible to proceed. Anise claimed the fight cancellation has caused substantial practical, contractual, and commercial and reputational harm to Front Row and numerous third parties, and they are unable to quantify the amount. Didn't I tell y'all sound like a lawsuit was brewing? Anise alleged Front Row spent or committed around $7 million on the fight and has paid Mayweather, they gonna sue your ass, $3 million along with the travel expenses for Mayweather's team. They coming for you. Additionally, deals could have been made. Deals could have been made. Could have made Mayweather a last $10 million off the Zambides fight, according to the filing. It says Mayweather's manager, Walter Jordan, alleged in a court filing that Mayweather spent $250,000 of his own money for his training camp for the Zambides fight, and that the money is not recoverable in the event of the fight's cancellation. If the court decides to still grant the injunction, Mayweather's attorneys asked for $15 million bond from CSI. This is a lot. So it looks like more lawsuits are brewing for Floyd Mayweather. And the way it typically works is, I know he's not the promoters, but when whoever starts suing because of their loss and they can't count how much they lost, they go to suing everybody. And the person with the biggest name typically is the first one on the lawsuit. So that means they're probably going to want to sue Floyd. Because they did say he did get paid some money up front, even though his promoter or whoever it is, his manager saying that he spent his own money. They saying that they gave you some money, bro. And I keep telling y'all, them Jews don't let you leave with their money. They refuse to let a nigga leave this earth with that money. That money that they get when they go play with them people is temporary. It don't matter how much you play with them. It don't matter how much you love them. It don't matter how much you say you with them. You not leaving with that money. If you're not. And this is Floyd Mayweather. He was damn near what I thought was a billionaire. I'm talking about cars, clothes, money, clubs. This nigga on private jets just to go to McDonald's and all of that. I'm thinking he a whole billionaire. Whole time. He probably was, but he ain't no more because the lawsuits are going to continue to pile on him. But that is done by design, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They're piling that on him so that they can retrieve their money back. He's not going to leave with that money. He's not even going to live the next 5 years with that money. Mark my word. And 50 Cent, you next. Oh, yeah. See, the problem with 50 Cent is 50 Cent believes that he's in some sort of shell or bubble and he's protected. But he's not. And not only is he not protected, his downfall is going to be for everybody to see. All them people 50 made fun of, all them people 50 bullied, all of those people will have a front row seat at 50 Cent's downfall. And it's going to be epic. It is going to be epic. You got to know it. Whatever you put in the universe, you will get back. So whenever his turn comes, it's going to be big. You see what he did to Diddy? Ooh. Yeah, it's going to be epic. It's going to be real epic. Let's move on, Floyd. You might want to go pay them people, bro. Well, I ain't going to lie. I don't think that was Floyd's fault. But either way, his name is on it. So you know how that go. Now, I want to get into Boosie. We got a positive story from Boosie this time. Now, we know the feds want his ass and lock his ass up. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like it wouldn't be fair of me to see some positive stuff from Boosie and not share that as well, because I am a balanced person, or at least I try to be. You know what I'm saying? So Boosie had a heartfelt story for me because I'm a heartfelt bitch. You see what I'm saying? So Boosie said he was outside somewhere and he heard somebody speak of the name Derek, and it reminded him of his childhood friend that he hadn't seen for over 30, 40 years. Apparently, Boosie and this young man, his name is Derek. Don't give me the line. He'll say it. But him and the young man went to elementary school together, and Boosie thought about this dude all these years. I get exactly what that feels like. You have that one friend that you really, really was close to, and sometimes you be wondering, dang, I wonder how they doing. Or dang, I wonder if they still remember me. That's exactly what happened with Boosie. So Boosie puts a PSA out because, you know, every time he needs something, he comes to the internet and tell the internet, and then the internet goes and find it. So he comes to the internet to look for the guy, and the guy actually popped up, and they had a beautiful online meeting, and we're going to talk about it. Shout out to Boosie. Let's get into Boosie, tell y'all about how he thought about his friend. Then we're going to get into the friend. Y'all get the likes up.
Yeah, I was just in the water park, man. I heard somebody call out somebody named Derek. And I caught a flashback, bro. I had a friend named Derek Jackson. From kindergarten to third grade, he was my best friend. He moved to Michigan in third grade. And I want to find my friend, bro. A couple years ago, I looked for him on Facebook. I couldn't find him. So if anybody know where Derek Jackson at, I need all the blogs to post this, bro. Like, matter of fact, I got a show in Detroit, July 18th, Aretha Franklin Arena. I love to bring him on stage. I just want to hug him, bro, and see him, bless him. Let him know, you know, this shit been on my heart for years now, bro. And if anybody know who Derek Jackson is, bro, where he's at, he had like a peanut head, he wore glasses. This was my guy, bro. Like, I used to go to his crib. If anybody know what Derrick Jackson at, bro, in Michigan, because I'm sure that's where he moved to. Bring him to my concert, man. July 18th, bro. I pray to God he's still living, man. But I kind of flashback in there, bro. Me calling his name, you know. So if anybody, I need all the blogs to post this. Every blog who see this, man. This shit been on my heart for years, bro, you know. I wonder if he still remember me, man, but if anybody know who Derrick Jackson is, man, bro, like, he wear glasses, man. He wore glasses. He had a bald head, like a peanut head. I won't fire my friend, bro. That was my heart, bro. When he moved away, I took it hard when he moved away, bro. But if anybody know what Derrick Jackson at in Michigan, I don't know. He probably somewhere across the world, man. But that's where he moved to, man. Get in touch with me ASAP, man. Boosie looking for his long lost friend. That was just
So that was Boosie looking for his friend. And tell me why the friend dropped down in the comments and responded. He says, it's him right here. He says, I'm still here, Boosie. Glasses, peanut head, and all. Man, I always truly believed this would happen exactly like this. Almost 20 years ago, I figured out Boosie and Torrance was the same person, and I tried reaching out over the years unsuccessfully. But I knew the bond we had as kids would eventually reconnect us. We were eventually older. Yeah, we were actually older than third grade, more like fifth and sixth grade, maybe seventh. Wildwood Elementary. Back when Jordan used to battle the bad boy Pistons. You were the biggest Jordan fan I knew, and I was all about Zeke. Can't wait to connect. So, Boosie came online. He reminisced about an old friend, and he decided to put a PSA out, and the friend responded. So you know me, I'm nosy. I ain't had nothing to do. I was smoking last night. So I went to the boy page. Girl, I was smoking last night, scrolling. So I'm like, what's up? You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to see. So I went to the boy page. First of all, he seems like a very nice man. He's a family man for sure. This is his page. I think he's a basketball coach or something, but he's definitely a family man. This is him with all of his children, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think all of those are his kids. And plus, I did see that he was some sort of family man. Look. That's him as I don't know if his children play basketball, but yeah, see?
Jackson, varsity boys head coach.
All right, big win today against a fairly, you are a very well-known opponent to you all. You all just seen them, lost to them by a couple points at their house. Get to see them back at home. You all get the win today. Just talk about the dub.
Man, just all about preparation, man. We knew back it was game.
So y'all see, this is the Derrick Jackson that Boosie was talking about, right? So he remembered him from elementary school. Now the guy did respond. Hold on. The guy did respond to Boosie's post, and they actually ended up having kind of like a back and forth. Hold on. He had it on his page last night, unless he deleted it. But he did have his response on his page last night. Let me see. Turn that shit off. He must have deleted it, but we'll go find it. Hold on. So he ended up responding to Boosie. Boosie best. Oh Lord, what did I spell? Boosie best friend. I don't know. Girl, look. Let's see. Because he did respond back to the situation. Here you go.
It's been a crazy 24 hours. I mean, almost 24 hours. since Boosie put the videos out, him being with his family, being at the park and hearing somebody, say the name Derek, and he's saying he had a flashback. It put him back at a time where, as kids we was, two of the best friends, coming up in the elementary, middle school time. But I'm hearing right now, just to kind of respond to the email that he put out. I ain't get the email, but Dear Torrance, it's me, Derek, Peanut Head. Bro, it's been 30 years since I left Baton Rouge to move back to Michigan. I always truly believed we would cross paths again in the same exact way. Your videos explaining your flashback to our childhood friendship brought many memories that I shared with my friends and my family here in my hometown. Now, many never truly believe I really knew the real Boosie badass. Now I'm looking forward to renewing our friendship like it never stopped, bro. Sincerely, Derek Jackson.
You know what's crazy? We don't realize as children, we be manifesting our future, right? Because even in the response that he gave to Boosie when he typed in the comments, he said, I remember you was a huge fan of Jordan and I was a huge fan of the Pistons. But they didn't realize they were projecting their future as kids, because Boosie loves basketball. He be at a basketball game every damn game. And this man is a whole basketball coach. You see, even if y'all think about back when y'all were kids, a lot of things y'all thought about back when you were kids were kind of a projection for what was to happen to the future. But either way, the guy responded. It seemed like so nice. I love this. And I love the fact that he seemed like a humble guy, a family man, and he be minding his business. Oh, and by the way, I see that picture back there, so he must be married. He got a wife or whatever. But I figured that because he's a good man, Savannah. He looks like a good man. I don't know if he is, but he looks like one, okay? For y'all hoes in the bike was trying to go get in that man DMs. Because I know y'all went in that man DMs. That man is married, sluts. Leave him alone. Because I know how the hoes get on the internet. I know. You see what I'm saying? At any rate, but the man responded, and Boosie also responded back. Boosie wrote him a letter, an email, y'all. Look at Boosie.
Hey, I think I found my long lost friend. I got an email on him. So I'm finna email him. Y'all tell me how this email sounds. Dear Derek, this is your long lost friend, Boosie. They call me Boosie Badass now. But my real name is Torrance Hatch, which you might know me by, but I'm pretty sure you remember Boosie. We had a lot of fun times together at Wildwood Elementary. You were my bestie, bro. This has been on my mind for a long time to rekindle our relationship. The day you left, I was real sad. And I want this to be a big moment for me in my life and also in your life. I'm leaving my number for you to call me back. I'm gonna skip that part. Hey, I think I found my long lost friend. I got an email.
Not him about to tell us his cell phone number. Nigga said, I'm leaving my number. 504. I didn't even know he had a 504 number. Shout out to Boosie. I thought you would have had a 223 number. You see what I'm saying? A Baton Rouge number. I ain't even know that nigga had a 504. That boy about to put the whole phone number online, huh? 504. And look at me so I could text him. Hey, Boosie.
Hopefully when you see this, you'll remember all the memories that we had together.
My bad is 225, not 223. 225. You're right. 225. My bad, daughter of the sun.
Call me soon as you receive this email. Your long lost friend, Boosie. Hopefully when
I love seeing this side of Boosie, y'all. I love this. Let me tell you why. Because I know we know Boosie is the gangster rapper, but I know a lot of people was laughing at the Dear Derek. But artists, I don't know if y'all know this, artists are weird like that. Like people who are artists, I don't care if you do music, I don't care if you paint, I don't care if whatever kind of artist where you create, those people are weird like that. They have one way that you think they are, but then there's a whole nother thing or a whole nother side to these people you would have never ever seen. So Boosie writing Dear Derek, he probably always wrote like that. It's just that he have to give that persona, the Boosie badass persona, but that's him too. That's the beauty of artists. We have many, many, many different faces. So I know a lot of people was laughing at the Dear Derek because it's coming from Boosie. Like, nigga, we never would have thought you wrote a letter saying no Dear Derek, but it makes sense. He's an artist. We weird like that. It's kind of weird, but I love this. I think this is dope. I think this is super dope that they was able to meet up. I think they had one more video. Hold on. I think Boosie said he did get in touch with the boy and they're gonna be going out or something. I think this is the video.
Hey, I got great news. I found my long lost friend. She was emotional for me, bro. Like, man, bro, like. But I found them, so all you fakes and people been trying to catfish me, talking about y'all my long lost friend, it's over with. I found my boy, man.
Kind of brought us, you were so much of a Michael Jordan fan, the Chicago Bulls, and you know, I was from Detroit, and every time they played the Pistons, man, we would get in, we would always just be battling and rivaling about it, man. Hey, Boosie, listen. Hey, one time we on the phone together while they playing. The Bulls lost. I think you did something. You threw something in the house and broke something, man. And boy, I think your mama got on your ass, boy.
Yes, bro. I bust the window, bro.
Hey, I got great news.
He said, yes, bro, I bust the window. He said, it sounded like he said my mama or somebody beat the fuck out of me, as they should. Nigga, you don't bust no windows around here for no game. I would have whooped Boosie ass too. Damn right. That's a Black American household. We don't play like that. I don't give a damn who won or who lost. You ain't breaking no windows around here. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I thought this was cute. I love this for Boosie and his friend. I'm pretty sure they're going to go viral whenever they meet up. And shout out to all of y'all that was catfishing Boosie trying to act like y'all was Derek Jackson. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all hoes was over there in that man Derek Jackson DMs. Get out that man DMs. That is a married man, I think. I don't know. But this is cute. Congratulations to Boosie. And let me tell you something. A lot of healing comes from your childhood. A lot of healing comes from your childhood. Y'all don't know what type of healing this is going to do for Boosie, because this is very sentimental and very close to Boosie, him even being in contact with this dude. A lot of healing come from your childhood. Congratulations to Boosie and the best friend. I said, let me share something positive about Boosie Boo. Every day we've been on here talking about how they trying to take his land. Every day we've been on here talking about how he getting arrested. I said, let's balance it out. Because even though Boosie is, I'm not a huge fan of Boosie, he's still one of us. He still belongs to us. He's still one of us. So I got to balance it out. When positive things is going on, I'm going to post on that. And when negative things going on, we're going to post on that too. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let me read a couple of super chats. And shout out to the man. Y'all please stay out that man DM. That man look like he done had a nice life. He been off to himself. Y'all hoes ain't want that man. Now that it's out, he back friends with he friends with Boosie. Now all the hoes about to start popping up. You see what I'm saying? See how them hoes do? Them Jezebels, them Delilahs. Sir, if you're on here, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. They all trash. They all sluts. That's all they want is something you got. Please, some of them hoes need a place to stay, sir. Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. That lady look like she love you. Stay with that lady. Don't come fucking with these hoes. Please. Boosie will tell you that. Don't come messing with, because I know they coming. If they ain't already there. Because he had the video on his page. I'm pretty sure them hoes started pulling up. And he said, oh yeah, let me get y'all off of here. So he had to delete the video. So it ain't on his page no more. Leave that man alone, y'all heifers. Y'all got to go find your own man. That man is taken, allegedly. Okay. How you say your name? Oh, Anaya Wolf, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I told her people not American and they need to mind their damn business. And I'll probably say some more out of pocket stuff because it's not all of them. Well, no, well then you're right. You said what you had to say. We ain't worried about her and her feelings. They not American. They not. And they do need to mind their business. So I'm on your side. Thank you, Anaya. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Simply Monique 41. She says, I'll be meeting Roland Martin, big funky ass on July 1st. What y'all want me to ask the Haitian? Love you, Vu. Ask him where his neck at. Ask him why every time we see him, he look like. Ask that nigga where his neck at. Oh, I'll give you another one to ask him. Ask him why every time he address us, he got to curse us out. Call us Simple Simon motherfuckers. Ask him why. Ask him why when he addressed Black America, it always come from a place of disrespect. And you tell that fat funky bastard that he better tread light on that disrespect because I'm on his fat ass. And every time he come on here to say, call us Simple Simon and this, that, and the third, I'm a roast that funky bastard every chance I get. Tell him that. And you tell him I said it. Send him the link. Tell him I said it. And if he got a problem, hit me up at voodoo-dog-podcast@gmail.com. I'll roll that big bitch like a meatball. Say what I said. Tell him tread light on them damn, or ain't no question, it's a comment. Tell that bitch tread light on that disrespect to Black America. Gone are the days where we had these so-called leaders get on here talking to us crazy like we ain't nothing. Gone are the days. You tell that fat bitch when I see him, it's on. And I ain't gonna physically do nothing to him, but I'm gonna cuss his ass out, okay? Thank you to Butterfly Boys 4 for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, I love you so much, truly. I pulled my genealogy and found Choctaw and enslaved 2 times great-grands. My mom couldn't even tell me who I am. I asked her. Exactly. And I'm so glad you did your genealogy, and thank you so much for sharing. That's what this is all about. Listen, the enemy did their job on making sure that we don't know who we are. So a lot of y'all, unless you kind of ask the questions in different ways, we're realizing a lot of our parents and even our relatives don't know who we are. But that's the purpose of doing genealogy. Oh, and by the way, let me also say this. For those of you who are doing genealogy, a lot of y'all, even just by doing genealogy, are breaking generational curses. So shout out to the Butterfly Boys for doing your genealogy, and also shout out to that Choctaw heritage. Hello, you're an American Indian, my love. And that's what this is all about. That's why I tell all my Black Americans, all my FBAs, do your genealogy. If any of y'all find that African, please come back and tell me. I really want FBA to do genealogy because I need them to go find the African that they say that they is. I don't want to hear that DNA shit, and I don't want to hear nothing from the schoolhouse. I need FBAs to go pull their genealogy and find that African that y'all claim y'all had that ethnogenesis from. That's what I need FBA to do. But anyway, congratulations, the Butterfly Boys, and thank you so much for sharing. Channing your power with Akasha. Thank you so much for being a member for 16 months. Says the movie Ready Player One. I think I've seen that. Why do I feel like I've seen that movie? Ready Player One. Let me see. I feel like I've seen that. Ready Player One movie. Let me see what it looked like. No. I ain't never seen this. Oh, let me write this down. Hold on. Thank you. I ain't never seen this. Ready Player One. It sounds familiar. That's what it is. I've never seen it, but I've heard about it. That's what it is. Thank you so much. You gave me a new movie. Thank you, Channing. Y'all know, send them movies. Y'all know I love me a good movie. Please send them movies so I can go watch them and we can come back and joke. You see what I'm saying? Thank you. Lashana M. Lashana, thank you so much for the super chat. Or Lishana, thank you so much. She says, hey, boo, check out the movie The Substance. There it goes. See what I'm talking about? The Substance. All right. So because I'm going to check these out. Baby, I got a list of movies. Stop acting crazy. Thank you so much, Leah. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you, Leah. Appreciate you. Coochie, I love that name. Coochie23. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, love you, boo, and I love you back. Thank you so much, Coochie. I love you back, Coochie. Thank you. Okay. The black YouTuber, thank you so much for being a member for 14 months. Says, hey, boo, I came across some paintings of our indigenous ancestors that you can't find on Google. I want to send them to you. voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. That's how you send anything to me. If y'all want to get in contact with me, I don't do DMs. I get overwhelmed when I go to social media. So I don't do DMs. voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. That's how you get in touch with me. So yeah, send it to me, the black YouTuber. Thank you so much. Sorry, y'all. Let's move on. Now we got to get into the next part of the show. We got to talk about this. Let's talk about this water supply. Let's talk about the water supply. So we talked about this before, and we never really quite got back into it. I kind of mentioned it. I'll say that. So we know about the data centers and water supplies, right? Let's do this. Before we pull up the video I want to pull up. Hold on. Let's pull up data center water supplies so y'all can see what I'm talking about when we talk about how the data center are using water, all the fresh water. Now, let's start from the beginning. Y'all know we got data centers that are popping up. Thank you. Oh, Daniela said she went to UBTV's content page and he got amazing content. I'm glad you went over that. That dude is dope. I don't know how I found this page. I found this page a while ago, but I found one video and I've been hooked. I think I've watched everything on his page. Some of his stuff 2-3 times. In the last video he just posted, I got to go back and watch that again. It's about Mormons versus Masons. Man, if you like scholarship, I'll go there. If you like scholarship and education, UBTV is that nigga. Listen to me and listen to me good. That boy information is bar none. I don't give a damn. That boy content is bar none. I love his content and I watch it religiously whenever he posts. Anyway, back to where I was saying, data centers. Now we know data centers are popping up all over. Let's go get them. Data centers are popping up all over. And to be honest, we don't truly know what they're for. They have many reasons why they have these data centers, but we really don't know what they're using these things for. We know what they're telling us, but we really don't know. One thing we do know is that these data centers, in order for them to operate, use a lot of fresh water. Now, why is this important? This is important because we as humans need fresh water to survive. Oh, and by the way, just a little sidebar. I don't know if y'all know this. America has the most fresh water supply of all the continents in the world. Did you guys know that? If you didn't, now you know. Do the research. So anyway, America has a lot of these data centers, and these data centers, we don't truly know what their purposes are, but we do know they're everywhere. And then we also know that it uses a lot of fresh water. That's a problem because we as humans need fresh water to survive. We need it to bathe. We need it to drink. We need it to cook. Without fresh water, we're screwed, okay? Now, because these data centers have been popping up literally everywhere, people are noticing water pressures are low. People are also noticing all kind of stuff that's happening since these data centers popped up. They say right down the street in Atlanta, they got buku of them bitches. They say some of the biggest ones are in Atlanta. Oh, and let me add this too. It's not just Atlanta. Wherever there's a large population of Black people in a city, there are a lot of issues. Why? Because those Black people are too distracted to understand what's really happening. The easiest people to trick in America right now are people who live in cities. So all of you city slickers who love your city and love the people that you vote in, I just want to let you know, all those people that you love are really your enemies. Everything that they are doing is not for you, but against you. Your mayors, your city council, your governors, all of these people you city slickers love. They are not your friends. They are the reason why you got all the data centers and all of the AIDS and all of the herpes. They the reason why you're going through what you're going through, but you can't see it because you like them. You like these politicians, so you can't see it. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to the city slickers, but I'm telling you now, y'all are at the greater risk for these data centers and everything else because you're a city slicker. I'm not saying it's wrong to live in a city, but I'm just saying like that's typically how it works. So anyway, data centers pop up all over the place. We truly don't know what they're for, but we do know they're using a lot of fresh water. Okay, let's get into this little video of this data center. Then we're going to get into why we're here.
Stargate is one of the most ambitious and powerful AI data centers ever built.
It's really hard to get a sense of actually how much energy is pulsing through these facilities. And so that's why we've started to incorporate a thermal drone to really try to get a sense of what is actually happening at these facilities.
We're driving around and we still haven't gotten a clear look at this place. And I think that's why the aerial view is going to be key to figuring out what's going on here.
Our thermal drone is just one part of our reporting process. We still heavily rely on more traditional forms of investigative journalism, mainly public records requests. So we often use a combination of public records requests and innovative things like thermal imaging to really get a sense of what exactly is happening at these facilities. All right, so this is what it looks like in a standard drone shot, but watch what happens when I switch to thermal. Wow. It's important to note that it's not showing us the specific pollutants or specific gases that are emitted by these turbines, but just by showing us that heat signature, we know that pollution is happening at this site.
Gas turbines like these are essentially jet engines that generate electricity, and they emit a lot of greenhouse gases and harmful air pollution, which is linked to asthma, heart attacks, and even premature death. The day we filmed, Stargate was only operating one of the 10 turbines that it has on site, but it eventually plans to have more than 50 of these turbines powering its operations here.
It's absolutely shocking to see that invisible pollution made visible like this. This is incredible. So how can you tell if a facility like this is following the law?
Well, we're going to take these images to a series of experts to really make sure that we understand what we're looking at, but you'd be surprised what I've found in the past.
Evan's investigation previously took him to South Haven, Mississippi, another community being impacted by a giant new hyperscale AI data center, xAI's Colossus, which helps power their chatbot, Grok.
In this drive for speed, this race for AI dominance, Elon Musk and xAI parked these massive turbines on tractor trailers to power their operations. They then argued that these were temporary power sources and therefore did not require state or federal permits to operate. That is really out of step with long-standing EPA policy that turbines like these, which are major pollution sources, require permits regardless of whether or not they're considered temporary or not. As soon as the drone rose above the tree line, I could see that a number of these turbines were emitting very, very strong heat signatures, at least a dozen. And it seemed to me very obviously that these turbines were operating.
Okay. And again, we will never truly know what these data centers are really for. We will never truly know. At least we don't know now. I'll say that. But what we do know is they have many reasons for being here. And one of those reasons, as you can see, is to emit pollution. Oh, and by the way, it's causing asthma, heart attacks, all kinds of stuff. But these data centers are not only causing issues, they are also using up a lot of our fresh water. Hold on. Let's go over to this video when we talking about fresh water and how the systems are using them.
So something that I feel like more people need to know, data centers don't actually need water. They need cooling systems, and they're using water because it's the cheapest way to do it. Yeah, data centers, they generate like a shitload of heat. And if the heat's not removed somehow, the servers will overheat and it all stops working. So when people are hearing like AI is consuming millions of gallons of water, we're all just assuming it's like this unavoidable part of the technology, but that's actually not true. And it almost is like worse. They don't need water. They're just doing this for no fucking reason because it's the cheapest option. They need cooling. There are alternatives. And I've wrote a few of them down. There's immersion cooling systems. They can literally submerge servers in a specifically designed synthetic fluid that absorbs heat. There's dielectric coolants that can circulate through equipment without conducting electricity. There's closed loop cooling systems that recycle coolant instead of constantly consuming fresh water. Dry cooling systems that use the air instead of evaporation. I don't know. I could pay people to blow on them to cool them off before wasting our water. Another thing, companies can even build data centers in colder climates to reduce cooling demands in the first place. The technology exists, is my point. The issue is that many of those alternatives that I just explained to you are more expensive. And that's the part that I think is interesting. Yeah, it's interesting they're wasting all the water. What's more interesting is they don't have to waste the water. Ordinary people, we're always told, like, conserve our water, take shorter showers, and water your lawn less, follow drought restrictions, be mindful of your water consumption. Meanwhile, some of the wealthiest corporations on earth are consuming enormous amounts of water because it's the cheapest way to cool their infrastructure. There's a difference between something that's necessary and something being the cheapest option available. When a human uses water, it's because they will die without it. When a data center uses water, it's because somebody in a boardroom ran the numbers and decided it was the most cost-effective cooling method. Who cares about the drinking water? The data centers. And I think that's a conversation that's worth having. Because if water is essential for human life, maybe human beings should have priority access to water before the latest AI model does. Just a thought.
But remember, I told y'all the purpose of them doing one thing is for many different reasons. It saves them money and they get to kill off a lot of people. Oh, and by the way, for the ones who don't die, they get sick, and that feeds the pharmaceutical company and the hospitals. So it's a gift that keeps on giving, is what it is. Okay. So it saves them money. That's a big thing, but it's mostly because, okay, not only that, we're feeding the hospitals, we feeding this, everybody eats with the data centers. I told y'all in the future, it's going to be a rich versus a poor. There will be no middle class. You either going to be rich or you're going to be poor. And if you fall on the poor side, you're probably going to not make it. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what they want. They prefer that the poor just go away and die off. So that's where they're going to put a lot of the stuff. And inside of cities, and most of America is poor. Let's really be honest. But for the most part, they're trying to get rid of a lot of people anyway and do this genocide. Hold on, I got another video.
Many people don't know this, but just 3 ChatGPT responses can consume an entire bottle of water.
While we were distracted with other things, there's a danger that nobody's talking about. But it's going to hit harder than anything this decade. The world could run out of water. It's actually called Day Zero. Now, Day Zero is a moment when the water supply gets so low that governments have to shut off access to regular tap water. Remember, we're in the biggest tech transformation in history, and tech needs water. AI and data centers need water. Now, this is a serious threat, but it could be a huge opportunity. There's a reason why people like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and other billionaires are investing in water. Now, here's 5 ways to invest in water. You have water ETFs, PHOFIW, both give you exposure to the entire ecosystem. Number 2, you got water utilities, AWK, WTRG, both predictable, essential demand. Then you have infrastructure, filtration, desalination, pipelines. These are the pick and shovels of the water ecosystem. You have water tech, companies that are solving purification and recycling. Now, by the time everybody figures this out, it's going to be too late. Follow me for more on the future of money, resources, and how to position your... Listen to this.
Oh, and by the way, because they're telling you how much they're consuming water, I keep telling you convenience is going to kill you. The things that they give you that's going to be convenient for you, that, oh, I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that, and it makes it easier. All those things are traps. All those convenient things that, because like the guy said, a chat GTP response or 3 chat GTP response takes 1 bottle of water. How many people on chat GTP? Yeah, it's crazy out here.
Hey, yo, I need y'all to peep game with this, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm trespassing. You feel me? Giving y'all this raw information, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? Look, peep game, right? Get on top of my truck here so y'all can see this for yourself, right? Hey, y'all see this, right? See, I'm at this dumbass data center. Y'all see where they're using this water? Hold on, let me get right. They're using this fresh water source, right, to cool a stupid ass AI data center. Y'all hear all the sounds in the background, bro. I'm not making none of this up. This is where we at. We over here at the construction of this stupid ass AI data center. They're using this water source, this fresh water source, right? They're polluting the community and the environment. Y'all see it right here, right? But they need this to cool their systems, right? So it's like what? It's using what? Like 5 million gallons of data to cool this data center. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. There's an aquifer on the other side. You remember the last video I showed y'all? They're building. They've already built the aquifer on the other side of this thing, right? And what that is it's going to drain all that nasty water right into here, right? That's what they're doing. But you see, when it gets hot and it evaporates, and once the water evaporates, right? They become these stupid ass forever chemicals, right? So even the rainwater is being contaminated by these stupid ass data centers, right? So y'all see it right here, bro. Look, they got their little thing over here, you know, and they just chilling, right? This is a fresh water source. That's a pier where they're fishing at. But you see these idiots, they don't give a shit, though. They just don't care. Hey, yo, I got to get out of here, Pete. Hey, yo.
Oh,
I need y'all to peep game.
Oh, wow. That's big. The part when he said that the water evaporates and it poisons the rainwater. Yeah, vapor poisoning. That's what it is, Sergeant King, vapor poisoning. So they're using the data centers are using the fresh water to cool the systems. But once the water cools the systems, it becomes contaminated. And then it gets hot. That water does what it normally does, according to science, evaporates and goes up in the air. But that water is contaminated, so it contaminates the rainwater. Oh my God. And these data centers are everywhere. They are everywhere. Now, why is this important? Trump put out a video, and I must have missed it because I wasn't paying attention to data centers that much at the time. But Trump put out a video saying that by July, we're going to have a water crisis. Let's get into it.
You people are worried about the war in Iran. Just wait until you see what happens with America's water supply. Half of the country won't have water by July, and there will be a mass shortage if I don't fix it with USW.
This is crazy, and not enough people are talking about it. Here's exactly what President Trump announced in the 60-minute interview just yesterday. It's already on Coinbase. It's called USWR. So the United States Water Reserve is America's full water supply in one single asset that you could have access to right now before it's officially announced to the American people and goes crazy in price. Here's why the billionaires been buying into water all these years and are all about to buy the heck out of a USWR. Literally hours, the United Nations has just warned that the AI could use more water than people could actually drink. You can look it up for yourself. It's freaking everywhere. And here's what the media isn't telling you. Trump just attended the G7 in France. Trump and world leaders has officially agreed water's going to be a tradable world asset. The USWR is leading the charge, and the framework will be signed July 4th. So of course I had to do some digging. I looked at BlackRock's public crypto holdings, and there it is, USWR. So I went to their official website, uswr.ai, and displayed clearly at the very top, President Trump is scheduled to unveil this to the American public in July. If that happens, that's like 1,000x. My freaking 10K will turn into 10 million. Yes, I bought a fag bag on Coinbase. You can actually get it on Phantom Wallet as well too. Comment water in the comments. I'll give you guys a contract address. And as always, this is not financial advice. Do your own research.
The fact that the things that are afforded to humans for free is now being a tradable asset. Next thing you know, they're going to be trading air. They're going to be trading oxygen. Water is a commodity now. And it's because they understand that at some point we're going to be fighting over it. This is big. Like Trump said, while we distracted with Iran and this, that, and the third, it's a lot going on in America. And not only that, let me say this to Black America. I know a lot of us are in politics, but we never be talking about this shit. When we talk about politics, for the most part, it's about the president and racism. It's like our brains don't go beyond that elevator. And I don't mean everybody, because I know they got Black Americans somewhere that are heavy on this stuff. And shout out to y'all. But I'm talking about the ones of y'all with the big platforms who big on the politics. We rarely see y'all talk about this. All y'all talk about is how Trump is racist and we should have voted for Kamala, or how Kamala is stupid and we should have voted for Trump. That's all y'all talk about. When the whole time, like they say, we are always reactive. By the time we figure it out, it's going to be way too late. That's going to cause mayhem. We were just talking about a great reset. And remember, the people at the top who making all the money, they don't care. This not going to affect them and their family and their friends. This between us at the bottom. They could give two damns less. And the craziest part is they keep us super distracted with politics. They keep us super distracted with entertainment. They keep us super distracted with that raglass war over there, which I don't give a damn about. I'm going to be real. I don't give a damn about no war in the Middle East. We got a war right here. But they keep us distracted with all of that shit, and we don't know what's going on in our own backyard. This just for my political people. I don't get it. I don't get y'all political people with all of these platforms and all of this stuff. Y'all don't never talk about this stuff. All y'all talk about is racism. Oh, they said we was niggers with a hard ER. Oh, he's a racist. Oh, that's all y'all talk about. That's all y'all talk about. Moving on, I'll talk about it. But we'll get more into it. I'll talk about it. Let's move on. And you know what's crazy, to the people that be following them people on them political pages? Y'all don't never wonder why every day y'all go to the same page, they talking about the same thing? The same thing. Trump racist. Duh. Kamala racist. Duh. Now what? Now what are we gonna do? Like I don't like politics. I hate it. I hate politics, as a matter of fact. Let's move on, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. Let's move on. Be mindful of these data centers, because listen, if the data center is cooling the water and polluting the water, which would then pollute the rain, then you can imagine what all of that stuff that it's emitting coming out of the top of that, you can imagine what it's doing. Now, I know the guy said heart attack, asthma, this, that, and the third, but I'm pretty sure cancer is going to be one of the number ones on that list. Remember, they love feeding cancer patients to Big Pharma. They love feeding cancer patients to Big Pharma. What do you call it? What they be getting? Chemotherapy is so expensive for one person that it behooves them to create more cancer patients. This is why you get diagnosed on Wednesday and they be trying to get you in chemo by Thursday morning, because that's a lot of money that a lot of them people make messing with that cancer. So I know they say heart attack and asthma and all that stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me if cancer shoots through the roof, because that's their money maker. That's their money maker. Chemical therapy, that's what it is. Thank you, Daisha, because that's what it is. They call it chemo, but chemo ain't nothing but a short word for chemical. That's all it is. And from what I read from chemotherapy, the stuff they say is like not tear gas. They say it's like like something like tear gas on the inside. Girl, just let me die. Give me the girl, please. Girl, please. I'd rather wake up dead. Fuck that. I'd rather just wake up dead. I don't care. I'm not. No. Let the cancer do what it's supposed to do, and let the chips fall where they may. Fuck no. Hell no. And it's the worst part. I know a girl years and years ago. I didn't know her personally, but I knew a girl who was kin to the girl. This girl was young in her 20s. I'll never forget. And at about 26, 27, I can't remember how old she was, but I know she was like mid-20s. She had done chemo so long that she opted out the last round of chemo. And they told her, if you don't take this chemo, you're going to die. And you know what she said? Fuck it. I done had so much chemo, my body literally can't take another round. And guess what? She did pass. She did. But that story always stuck out to me because I remember we did the cancer walk for her and all of that stuff. And that stuck out to me because I'm saying if chemo is so good and it does so great, and again, I don't want nobody who survived cancer to say, boo, you wrong, because it works. I'm not saying that it don't work. I do believe that it worked for some people. But all I'm saying is if chemo was so great, why would people opt to just die? You know what I mean? Why would people opt to just die if chemo was doing what they say it was supposed to do? That story always stuck to me. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, be mindful of these data centers and know where they are. Know where they are. When y'all out here buying houses and all that stuff, make sure you're not buying a house that's close to a data center. Now we got another thing to worry about when we going, when we rolling, when we doing whatever we doing, you know? Anyways, let's move on and let's get into these clears and their age. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. Like I said, I got an extra 1,000, almost 1,000 subscribers in these past couple of weeks. Welcome to each and every one of y'all. And shout out to all of y'all that's in the building. I love and support each and every one of y'all, just like y'all love and support me. Yes, rental properties too. Make sure they're not by these data centers. Okay. Now, let's get into the clears. So I remember I told y'all a long time ago, I said, hey, y'all, white people are not 6,000 years old. And let me back up a little bit more. The Bible makes y'all believe, the Bible, education, and his story wants you guys to believe that clear people are 6,000 plus roundabout, give or take, years old. That is not true. I've told y'all that on many, many, many occasions. White people are one of the newest creations on this earth. White people aren't even 600 years old. The reason I know that, number one, I got the download. Number two, when you go look through any ancient history, not a book that somebody wrote and drew, when you go look through ancient history, ancient texts, ancient artifacts, ancient whatever, you never see white people. They didn't exist. They did not exist. The Aboriginal people to the earth, I don't give a damn what part of the earth you from, but the Aboriginal people, meaning from the beginning of the earth, are melanated people. All these other groups of people that you see today are Johnny come latelys. The Italians you see today are not the real Italians. They're Johnny come latelys. The Hispanics you see today, they are not the real Hispanics. They are Johnny come latelys. The Africans, not all of the Africans, the West Africans you see today are not the real Africans. They are Johnny come latelys, and so on and so forth. The only Aboriginal people to the earth have been here for thousands upon thousands of years, and those people have ancient history. Black America, what you don't understand is you as well have ancient history. You just don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been told that you're black. And black doesn't come with a history. I know we try to make it have a history, but it doesn't come with a history. Black is just black. That's all it is. Okay? Black is just black. But what you don't know, Black America, is you have an ancient history that goes back thousands of years right here under your feet. Not in Africa, not in Asia. No. You have thousands of years of ancient history right here under your feet. You are ancient beings, Black America. You're living amongst a lot of clones here in America, but you, Black America, are the ancient beings of this here land. Turtle Island, aka the United States, aka North America. Okay? Now, why is this important? White people have taken over history, and they have told us, and even have created in their little books and their texts, that they have been around somehow for 6,000 years. They even bold enough to say that they were around in Bible days, and that's not possible. Because in Bible days, white people didn't exist. But in order for them to feel like they are a part of the earth and a part of us, or at least a part of society, what they had to do was write themselves into history. So yes, you can go to Google and you can pull all kind of stuff, and they'll show you a thing called a depiction. Not real, a depiction. And let me tell you, for the people in the back who don't know what a depiction is, a depiction is basically somebody's interpretation. That's all a depiction is. So let's say I see a girl, and let's say I saw Rolly and she knocked me. And I'd be like, y'all, have y'all seen Rolly? And y'all would be like, no, we ain't never seen Rolly. And I try to describe to y'all, she big at the top, she shaped like an egg, but when she get down to her knees, them bitches go in like that. And y'all be like, what? And I'd be like, let me show you. And I draw it on paper. I don't know how to draw, but let's just say I drew it on paper, and I drew Rolly knees somehow going in. And I know this is horrible, but this would be a depiction. So the point is, you can go to Google and find many depictions of white people being in ancient history. But the fact of the matter is, they were not. They wrote themselves into ancient history, but they're not. They're Johnny-come-latelys, and they are so new. Let me also add this. I've told y'all as well. Black America, your real enemy is not white. He can't be. They're not old enough. Your current and most present enemy is white. Absolutely. You live amongst them. But that is not the real enemy. The real enemy has to be melanated. They too young to be our enemy. And also, I believe that they're working on behalf of other melanated people. Your real enemy ain't the white folk. The white folk is the front that they put in front of you. I'm telling you, I know it sounds crazy. Because they got you loving everybody black. That's part of the witchcraft. They got you loving everybody black and hating everybody white. And I'm telling you, you better use your discernment, because they got some black people you need to be side-eyeing too. Your real enemy is melanated. They just hiding behind the white folk. The white folk is the people that created the Johnny-come-lately to come over here and play in your face. And they allow them to do it. Now they going west. I believe it's them damn Moors. Because you know they did hide amongst us. And a few others. But neither here nor there, okay? So, white people have written themselves into history in order for you to believe that they are as old as you, and they are not. That's why their lifespans don't last that long. That's why they can't have that many children. That's why they don't reproduce at a rate that we do. That's why they don't last as long as we do, because they are not meant to stay. They're not meant to be here for hundreds of years and thousands of years, because they're Johnny-come-latelys made in a lab. Now that I've said it, I want to bring you to the lady, a clear lady, who's going to tell you the same thing, but in a different way. Now, I need y'all to understand this. I remember when I first said it, I'm pretty sure they had people that was looking at me crazy. Like, that doesn't make sense. White people are our enemy. And plus, they are 6,000 years old. Most Bible thumpers, you can't tell them nothing outside that Bible. So I'm not even going to tongue wrestle with y'all. But what I will say is this. They lied to you about who these people are and how long they've been here. And it is high time that you know the truth. So let's get into this video of this clear lady telling y'all that clear people are not an old ancient group of people. She's going to tell you that they're not 6,000 years old. She's saying 1681, and she might be around about that. Maybe. But I told y'all they ain't even 600 years old. Let's get into it.
White people did not exist before 1681. Again, white people did not exist on planet Earth until 1681. Number two, any claim that this group called white people Any claim that that group is rooted in biology or derived from genes or biology or is innate or is from nature is a lie. Third and final point. As a matter of foundational law, actually, let me say it this way. White supremacy has been embedded in the United States of America from its founding as a matter of law. Now, I don't expect you to buy all that, to get all that, to believe all that, at least not now. But my job is to share with you the legal history that proves each of those three claims that I begin with. So let's go. Let's get started. We have to begin this conversation in colonial North America, specifically in the colonies, the British colonies of Maryland and Virginia. Both were British colonies and both shared a number of particular characteristics. First, their economies were rooted in tobacco farming. If you know much about tobacco farming, it requires tremendous human labor. Lots and lots of workers. So those who owned large plantations, big landholders, constantly needed laborers to do the work to grow the tobacco. In addition to sharing an economic base, both colonies had an incredible gender imbalance. Roughly 10 men for every woman. Now, let's understand a little bit about the folks who constitute the people in these two colonies. Oh, and by the way, let me give you a year. We're in the early 1600s, okay? The early part of the 17th century, colonial North America. England had...
I hate, y'all know I hate TikTok and that damn music. But, you know, TikTok is a bunch of followers. Everybody do what everybody else do. So I do apologize about the music being so loud. But what the lady was speaking about was white people not being older than 1681. And she started going off about the tobacco colonies and all that stuff and how they were disproportionately more men on the tobacco farm, obviously, than women because it took a lot of manual labor, okay? I don't know where she was going with that, but I will say this. The part I wanted to share with you guys is her talking about how white people are not older than 1681, and that's less than 600 years. What we in 2026? Just like I told y'all, because I got it through a download. Just like I told y'all, these people were created and put here to kind of be like our gatekeepers. Not gatekeeper, kind of like supervisors. But by who and by what? Because I don't believe it's just humans. I believe it's something on the other side of this thing. But I'm saying all that to say, I remember doing the video saying that God didn't create white people. And I remember, I don't go back into the comments because I know on TikTok is doing a couple of numbers. I'm not about to tongue wrestle with no bitch, no nigga, no cracker, or nobody else about it. Because I said what I said. Once I get the download, I come to y'all and tell y'all. You see what I'm saying? But I remember I said God didn't create white people, and I know I got a lot of backlash, but it's true. The Most High God did not create white people. As a matter of fact, most of the people we see in America, the Most High God didn't create. We walking amongst all kinds of clones, and we just don't know it. And just because you can have babies with these clones, just because these clones can share your, certain things with you, don't mean they're not clones. Y'all keep thinking about clones as dummies. No, God, no, that don't go like that. They make them clones like humans. When they created them Cabbage Patch Kids in that field, those were real human babies created in the lab. You know, the same way they be doing, what they call it when they be getting the, in vitro and shit, same thing. Yup, they live. Y'all ever seen that movie They Live? When the guy put the glasses on and he was able to see all the clones, and they were everywhere, working at the bank, they were at the schools, they were everywhere, all up and down the streets. That's who you live amongst, Black America. IVF, that's what it's called. IVF. It's the same thing. They literally making human beings. And just because you can have sex with these human beings, just because you can procreate with these human beings, don't mean they not what they is. They clones. They are. They not real. That's why their lifespan don't last that long. Oh, and by the way, that's also why they love procreating with us. It gives them more long time. It gives them more longevity on their lives. That's why they come over here trying to screw you, nigga. You thinking they love you. No. They trying to remain sure. They trying to make sure their lineage survives another 10, 20 years. I told y'all, whenever they procreate, especially with a Black American, anybody melanated, really, but especially with a Black American, it gives them longevity in the bloodline. And you know the ones who do it because they'll go have a biracial kid, and then they'll take that biracial kid and raise them by buku clears. And then that biracial kid will go get married to a clear, and then they'll have a kid that damn near look white. Them the ones that be doing it on purpose. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, because I know what I'm talking about. Them the ones that do it on purpose. Them ones that go get pregnant by the ones who have the mamas who be calling them churn hard ERs and all that stuff. They only procreate with them Negroes to prolong their lineage, their lives. And they plan to go right back with them biracial children and go make more clear babies. I'll give you an example. What's that football boy? Little Kermit the Frog sounding ass boy. The boy who was the quarterback down there for the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Drop him down in the chat. Him. What's his name? I'll pull him up with his family and everything. We done already talked about him. What's that nigga name? Drake, another one. You saw how he went. Patrick Mahomes. Hold on. Let me go get him. Don't play with no me. I know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm going to show you exactly what it looked like. Also, too, all them clear people that's over there procreating with Diana Ross and her offspring, all of them people are trying to prolong their doggone lineage. Hold on. Patrick Mahomes. I'm about to show y'all. Let me see. He might have his family on his page. And do. I know what I'm talking about. Look. Hold on. This is what they do. You don't see it like this because you just living and you thinking these people just trying to whoop the whoop. No, they are very strategic in what they do. The Mahomes clan, the clears on that side, knew that they needed to not only prolong their lineage, they wanted a little bit of that nigga blood to make them a super baby, and they got it. That's why the white mama got with the baseball playing ass daddy and made him a quarterback. Now that quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, have all of the great things from the black side, right? That's going to prolong not only him, but offspring that comes behind him. So when he go have kids, his kids are going to have the genetics and DNA of Black America. Now, instead of him going to sleep with another Black American, if you want to whiten your race back up, what do? You go and procreate with somebody else white. And just like I said, as sure as I got a nose on my face, them children come out white as white. Let me see if I can find another picture with his children on here. One of them look a little black. Look at this little girl. Look at this little girl. If nobody told you her daddy was Patrick Mahomes, you would not think that this little girl have any kind of black in her. These people start coming out looking white as hell. And guess what? His children are going to procreate with more clears. And then guess what? They back 100% white with the genetics and the DNA of a nigga. And the longevity on their lifespan of a nigga. It's easy. It's 1 + 1 = 2. So Patrick Mahomes is the biracial. He go sleep with a white girl and they have little kids. Them kids come out white looking and then they go sleep with more white people. Now you see a white boy that run fast and you like, how the hell can he do that? You get it? Now you see a white boy who can rap and you like, how the hell could he do that? You get it? He looked white, but I'm saying, you get it? They've been doing this since they come here. And they don't just do it in America. They do it in Africa. They do it in the Caribbean. They do it everywhere. They need to procreate with us to be able to live longer. But why is all of this important, y'all? The point of that is this. I'm saying all that to say this. White people are not old. And when Joe Biden came on the internet and told us that in 40 years they would be the minority, what he failed to tell y'all is they've always been the minority. They just lied to you and told you was the minority so that they can continue to rule. They've always been the minority. And guess what? In 40 years, you'll be lucky to find a white person. It'll be like looking for a goddamn needle in a haystack in 40 years. In 40 years. Let's really be clear. It's going to be a bunch of Negroes, Africans, a bunch of melanated people, and a whole bunch of racially ambiguous motherfuckers. That's what we're going to be living amongst. A whole bunch of vanilla wafers and black people. Facts. Facts. Somebody said that I see Bronny James got his clear girlfriend pregnant. Sound about right. Sound about right. And you know what else too? It wouldn't surprise me if LeBron James done got a couple of clears on the pregnant on the side that we don't know nothing about. Y'all don't know how diabolical this shit is. Y'all have no clue how diabolical it is because we just be living life having fun. No, this is way deeper than rap. Rap ain't even enough to scratch the surface. These people are very strategic, extremely strategic. They want your gifts without your skin. So they don't mind sleeping with you to get a little biracial because they're going to go back to the clears and make that person white again. Make them people white again with your attributes. Let's move on. Now we're going to get into these Haitians losing their temporary protected status and they crying, baby. Oh, yes. Let me read a couple of more super chats. Hold on. The Haitians are losing their mind because they finally lost TPS. And I'm thinking that it's about time. It's about high time. Okay. Hold on. Let me read a couple of super chats. I think I read this one. Yeah. Thank you so much, the Black YouTuber again. Lady Tay Stan, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Boo, check out the research they doing in science on melanin. They playing in our face. They've been playing in our face. I tell everybody, protect your energy and guard your melanin. They come, listen, Black America, y'all don't understand how much of a commodity you are just being. Y'all ever notice too? Y'all ever wonder why they put plasma centers in the hood? It's for all of them people that's addicted to drugs and alcohol to be in a rut, or even poor people to go and sell their plasma. Listen, you're literally walking gold. That's all I can say. You're walking gold. Thank you so much, Lady Tay. But yeah, they know it. We just don't know it. Hey, it's Trey. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I honestly don't see things changing without a revolt. We love to say we're not like our ancestors, but facts, our ancestors fought. Facts. We have to fight, man. Watch out. Let me tell you something. I saw this video on Facebook yesterday. I saw this video on Facebook where this white man called the black dude the N-word in public, and the dude just popped him. And somebody was like, oh, we're not our ancestors. And I kept thinking to myself, why are they acting like our ancestors was some bitch-ass niggas? Because they wasn't. What history and his story wants you to believe is that we were some bitch-ass niggas, but we were not. We had the Black Guerrilla Mafia. We had all kind of black people that the white folks did not play with. They just would never write that in history. White people knew who to play with. That shit y'all saw for the civil rights movement was a production. That was not real life. And I think we need to stop disrespecting our ancestors by saying we not our ancestors. Because one thing, like Trey said, they fought. Them people didn't lay down and let them people do all of that to them. I know history like to tell you that, but that's not true. Our ancestors fought their asses off. They did. Don't let that his story bullshit fool you. Thank you, Trey. And Nikki P, thank you so much for the super chat and even more for making it rain. Thank you, honey, honey, honey. Thank you. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you, Nikki P3293249. She says, Albert Perry, FBA from South Carolina. His DNA Y chromosome proves black people were the first humans, right, and first Americans. Exactly. His DNA was over 338,000 years old. Y chromosome Adam. Yes. And it says the man science said was the father of all living men, was supposedly 200,000 years ago. But that's how you know that they be playing in our face with this religion and with this history and this education, because they like to mess up the numbers and fudge the numbers so it confuses us. So they want us to believe that the first man was 200,000 years old when we got DNA from people that were here way past that. And I can do you one better. They found the DNA of a female in America that's older than Lucy. Did y'all know that? I cannot remember the name that they gave. I'm sorry to take your comment down, but thank you so much for the super chat. I don't remember the name that they gave to the artifacts that they found. And if somebody in the chat know more than me, please drop down in the comments. But they found a female's remains in America that was hundreds of thousands of years older than the Lucy character. I keep telling y'all, the big okie doke, the big trick is for them to make y'all believe that Africa is the motherland. It is not. You are standing in the motherland. You are home you are in the motherland. That's why they called America the land of milk and honey, because you're here already. Africa is not what they say it is. I swear to God, it's not. You just gonna have to figure that part out, okay? Now, I want to get into the Haitians losing their temporary protective status, because I need to come back on at 5 and do Educational Friday. So let's get into the Haitians losing TPS. So now what's going on? So y'all recall when Scamala and Joe Biden was in office, one of the things they did was give the Haitians and some other people, I want to say the Ethiopians too, they gave them temporary protective status. Hold on. And I want to, just so we can know exactly what this TPS entailed, I'm going to pull it up. And we're going to get into the Haitians with the temporary protective status. Let's pull up let me see. I wanted to see if I can find the old video for when they were granted it. Hold on. I see what all of this stuff where they canceled it. Okay, here you go. All right. Now, this is an old video. So let's first of all find out what TPS is in terms of the deportees. What does temporary protective status means in terms of deportation? All right. TPS means foreign nationals from specifically designated countries cannot be deported or detained by the Department of Homeland Security, or DHS, as long as their status remains valid. It grants temporary legal presence and work authorization, but does not provide a direct path to permanent residency or citizenship. So, TPS, temporary protective status, basically when the Democrats who were in, that came in, or they were already here, when they were in, they put this TPS status up for the Haitians. Y'all remember they opened the borders and just flooded a whole bunch of people in. After they flooded those people in, they turned around and gave them a TPS, temporary protective status, because Trump was getting ready to do all of the ICE stuff. So in order for those people to not be kicked back out, they were given this TPS. I want to show y'all this video. Hold on. I want to show y'all this video that I found that kind of was talking about when they first got it. Let's get into it, because this is very important. And you know what's crazy with these Haitians and all these other immigrants? Y'all love y'all country till it's time to go back home, huh? Let's get into it. House passes H.R. 1689 with 224 votes to extend TPS for Haiti through 2029. It says, in a significant moment for the Haitian community, the U.S. House of Representatives has advanced H.R. 1689, a bill that will require the Department of Homeland Security to designate Haiti for temporary protective status, or TPS, with protections extending through early 2029. This procedural breakthrough, archived through a discharge petition, brings relief and hope to roughly 350,000 Haitians, nationals, and their families living in the U.S. The effort faced strong opposition from the Trump administration, which has sought to terminate TPS for Haiti. It says today's progress marks a hard-won victory for Haitian families and advocates after months of uncertainty. Joce of Haitian Bridge Alliance and others celebrated the advancement, thanking representatives who supported the measure to protect families, essential workers, and community members. Key facts about the bill. H.R. 1689, introduced by Representative Laura Gillen, directs DHS to designate Haiti for TPS. Number one, it was forced onto the House floor via a rare discharge petition led by Representative Ayanna Pressley after being stalled in committee. Number two, the House passed a key procedural motion related to bringing the bill forward, with strong bipartisan support from all Democrats and a small number of Republicans. What does this mean? TPS protection and work authorization for eligible Haitians remain in place due to ongoing court orders blocking the administration's termination efforts. It says if the bill ultimately becomes law, it will provide a longer-term statutory designation for TPS through approximately April 2029, depending on final language and effective dates. There is no immediate change or new risk of mass deportation for current TPS holders while litigation continues and this process unfolds. The fight is not over. The bill still needs to pass the House, pass the full House. The final passage vote was pending. It says then move to the Senate, where it faces a much steeper challenge and will be signed by President Trump, who has signaled strong opposition to extending TPS for Haiti. Nevertheless, today's House actions send a clear message to support for the Haitian community. Now, let me say this because that was a lot to read. I found it odd that all of a sudden the Democrats wanted to grant TPS for the Haitians when they were the ones whipping their ass at the border. Y'all put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember when the Haitians was at the border and them clears was down in Texas on them horses with them whips whooping their ass. But remember, they only allowed them in and gave them TPS to spite Black America. They needed them for votes. Let's get into the video. Get the likes up. Hold on.
Just came back from the votes on the floor, and we are elected to say that we actually got the votes that we needed from both sides of the aisle. Republicans and Democrats came together under the leadership of our fierce leader, Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, and we got the votes needed to really save and protect the lives of over 350,000 Haitian families who have called the United States their homes. These are people who've been living here for over 15 years. They are business owners, they are homeowners, they're our taxi drivers. They keep the United States moving. So we are excited, we are grateful, and we are celebrating with the community.
Let me stop her right here because I hate when these immigrants act as if their jobs are keeping the economy going. You know, I was downtown in New Orleans yesterday, and this is a quick story. And I know I'm born and raised in New Orleans. I've never seen nothing other than Black Americans working downtown, rather it's cleaning up, rather it's whatever. But this weekend when I was there, I saw Mexicans got those jobs now. What is happening is we're being kicked out of the jobs. The immigrants are being put in the jobs, and then they're coming back to us saying that we need them. The jobs that we were already doing, we don't need no immigrants to do shit because before they came here in the 60s and the 70s, we were doing it. But what happened is they kick us out of the job, give them the job, and tell them that they're essential workers and we need them. And they tell it to us. And some of us, a lot of us buy it because we don't know no better. This is why I tell y'all to watch the witchcraft. They love doing something and telling you something else. These immigrants are placed in these jobs to replace you, and then they use you to fight to keep them here. We don't need Haitians to drive the cabs. We don't need Haitians or no other immigrants to do none of the jobs that they have. If you got to close down the business, oh well. Shut that shit down and carry your ass back to Haiti. Y'all love flying the flag. Y'all love hollering, I'm a Haitian immigrant. Shout out to Haiti. Oh, when you get your awards, it's Haiti. Go home. The fuck? Y'all love saying that if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have independence. Well, go back home and show us that independence. Fucking imbeciles.
Because today we are one step closer to getting protection for them. And with this vote, their lives will not be measured by days and minutes and seconds, but we will. Hi everyone, Gerline again. So we are excited, we are grateful, and we are celebrating with the community because today we are one step closer to getting protection for them. And with this vote, their lives will not be measured by days and minutes and seconds, but we will be able to protect them for at least 3 years for them to be able to live with dignity, with pride, with all the things, and continue to give back to the United States. So we are excited, we are grateful, and we are celebrating with the community because today we are one step closer to getting protection for them. And with this vote,
let me say this because I think it looped. I don't have a problem with immigrants being in America. I truly don't. My problem are the illegal immigrants. Carry your ass home. And also to the immigrants with your ass on your shoulders, the gig is up. The jig is up. Y'all have been cosplaying to us as if y'all are something that you're not. And now we know that you're not any of those things. And now that the government is flipping on y'all want to look back to us, and we're not doing it. We're not buying it, and we're not doing it. Y'all gonna have to take the lick on your own. At the end of the day, these Haitians, these West Africans, and all these other immigrants that come over here and look down on their nose to us come from nothing. And whenever it's time to go home, they get the kicking and screaming. But whenever they over here, they love flashing that shit in front of us as if we're less than. And now we're saying, you know what? Screw it. You can have your Haitian flag, go back to Haiti. Now it's a problem. But anyway, they had the TPS that was in place. And then now they're saying that gone are the days. They have just lifted the TPS and the Haitians are losing their mind. Okay. Hold on. Because I wasn't supposed to share it on here. Let's go here. It says the Department of Homeland Security is terminating the legal status of over 500,000 Haitians currently living in the United States. Now, that's crazy because when she was talking about it, she said 350,000. They done let in 100 more thousand, 150 more thousand. Let's get into it. In 2010, after this devastating earthquake killed over 200,000 people and destroyed much of Haiti's infrastructure, the United States granted temporary protected status to Haitians already in the country. We don't mind that, allowing them to stay and work legally because it was too dangerous to return. I don't have a problem with that. Over the years, Haiti faced repeated disasters, political instability, and widespread violence, leading the U.S. to extend TPS multiple times. There's the problem. Now, I probably should have had a problem with the first time. Now, the Department of Homeland Security says conditions in Haiti have improved enough to end this emergency protection, even though many human rights groups and experts strongly disagree. Let me say this. Them people wasn't over here because of no damn earthquake. That's what they told us. Them people wasn't over here because of no earthquake. They needed the voters. It says they argue conditions have not significantly improved. It says pointing to ongoing gang violence, political instability, poverty, and humanitarian crisis that continue to make the country extremely dangerous. As a result, more than 500,000 Haitians in the U.S. risk losing their legal status and facing deportation unless they qualify for another way to stay or the decision is overturned. Go home. Because what happened is all these Haitians came flooding into America, and you would think they'd come in and shut up and be quiet. Hell no. Y'all came in here with your ass on your shoulders. Now it's time for you to carry your ass home. And I don't give a damn about y'all having politics going wrong, no gangs. We got all of that shit in America, yet and still you want to be here. Go home, Roger. Go home. It's time. Trump done got rid of the damn TPS. It's time for you to go back to that place y'all claim y'all love so much. Remember the flags. Time to go home to where the flags swing. Where the flag be in the air like this, it's time for you to go home and go salute your flag. Go home. And then I saw this at the bottom. This person says black people, meaning they're about to intensify the targeting of black immigrants, which means even black people, here it go, trying to make it seem like now black Americans need to be scared. Oh my God. So that means black people who aren't immigrants will also be caught up in the raids. Bullshit. It also says all violent systems in this country lead back to a foundational anti-blackness. Now they're trying to tether on to blackness to save themselves. No. Black America, let me tell you why you don't have to worry about being rounded up in ICE. Your name. The same way Andrew Jackson knew who you were, the same way all of the other enemies, Walter Plecker, everybody know the difference between you and every other melanated person. Don't let them tell you that. They know the difference. Your name is going to tell them everything they need to know. We have distinct first and last names that are indigenous to right here. So black Americans will not be caught up in no raids with ICE. I'm telling you, they lying. That's another witchcraft trick they play on y'all by telling y'all we're all black nigga. No, we're not. No, we're not. And don't let them tell you when they get pulled over, the police gonna call them a black American. Bullshit. Because they go right into their accents and they tell them I'm Jamaican or I'm African or I'm this. They don't tell them. They don't let them people misconstrue them or confuse them for no nigga. Don't let them lie to you and tell you that. That's why all they cars had a flag in the windshield. That's why all they cars, they fly their flag in the windshield. That's for the police, girl. Don't let them tell you that they about to mix us up. No, they not. No, they not. But I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of them Haitian flags start coming out them windows now. Oh, y'all was flying them bitches proud when y'all was Haitian under TPS. Now the TPS is lifted. Watch how many of them motherfuckers take that flag about that windshield. Watch how many of them take that flag up off that windshield. You will not be caught up in this. This is a way to get you scared, Black America, so you can fight to keep them here. This is witchcraft. It's a play. It's a play. Yup, flags in the bios, flags in the windows. Oh, they keep a flag. Watch they start getting rid of them flags now. Watch. Them flags about to start disappearing, huh? Huh? Oh, yeah, and let somebody say, I don't see flags in Houston. You know why? Because Houston is one big trick bag. They got so many damn immigrants down there in Houston. It's ridiculous. It's so many immigrants. Houston is a baby New York. That's why. They don't fly them flags in Houston. They trying to blend in. They understand. See them immigrants down there in Houston? They know what's real. They know the difference between shit and sugar. They trying to blend in. They ain't flying them flags out there. They putting on them regular clothes and they out there cosplaying niggas. They trying to fit in and blend in. They ain't stupid. They might be a little slow, but they ain't stupid. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, all them flags that they've been flying, now they about to start coming out the windows because TPS is gone. Carry your ass back home. Remember, I'm not Black American. You niggas. Go home where it's safe at. Where you claim they got kings and queens and gold and things of that nature. Go home, motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? Now, I saw this clear lady, Megan Kelly, what her name is? She lost me. Because this bitch on here hollering about go home because we in ours. I thought this was the song. Yours, mine, ours. I can do this for hours. Bitch, what is you talking about us and ours? Crackers ain't built shit. All y'all did was be goddamn. First of all, let's be clear, because I need y'all to understand history. Most white people you see in America wasn't even here when the foundation of America was being built. Most of the white people you see today in America were not here. And I don't mean physically, meaning their families wasn't here. Most of them are Johnny come latelys. And they all trying to live off of the legacy of the few crackers who was here that was doing this shit. Don't let white people fool you neither. They ain't built shit for the most part. You okay? Yes, they started working into construction. Yes, they started doing other odd jobs. But that's after we had did everything. They other Johnny come latelys. They're not creators. They can't create. Physically and legally and scientifically, white people are not creators. They don't have the creative gene in their body to be creators. So they didn't build shit. Even the stuff that they claim they have got from niggas. White folks ain't build shit. And I'm tired of the clears coming on here taking our credit. I'm so tired of y'all too, because y'all ain't American neither. Y'all also immigrants. Clears. Y'all not Americans. On paper, yay. But where you come from? What part of Europe? What part of the cave? Who your people in them is? So when I saw this cracker on here talking about y'all need to go home, hours and hours, and we, I was of confusion. Because I know you fucking lying. Let's get into this clear cracker. Tell us why the Haitians need to go home.
Home. Get out.
The T in TPS stands for temporary.
Do you expect the administration to
wait, I'm going to come back. Because I want to get to what she said specifically. Here she go.
We have our own problems. TPS for both countries extended multiple times. And look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to fucking Haiti.
Ma'am, you can go home too. We don't want you here neither. Because what I'm not about to let the cracker do is act like now it's your time to shine. No, you could go home too. Where you come from? Where your people, we don't need you. Where you come from? When you going home? When you and your family packing up and getting the hell up out of here? Outside of the we's and hours, she's right, Haiti. Y'all can go home too. I think everybody need to go home, in my opinion. If you ain't a Black American, your ass need to be going home. Y'all, and I don't want to hear all the people in the chat talking about, but voodoo, that's wrong. These people made a new life. No, because y'all love y'all homes when y'all getting into it with us. Good. Go home to that motherfucker. But you don't want to do that, huh? I know you don't. I know you don't. I know good and well you don't. So now the Haitians are losing their mind, y'all. They're literally losing their mind.
So good news for Haitian TPS holders. The U.S. government has not issued an extension or termination.
This is an old video from last year.
Termination notice of TPS for Haiti. And we are now within that 60-day window, which means that TPS for Haiti will be automatically extended through February 2026. The government is required, according to the Code of Federal Regulations, to either issue a notice of termination or extension at least 60 days before the expiration date. We know the government back in January partially vacated the 18th month extension for Haiti and reduced it to 12 months. However, because they have not issued that notice of termination or extension for Haiti, Haiti will have an automatic 6-month extension of TPS and the attendant benefits for the TPS program, which include work permits.
So that was last year when they got it extended. That was last year when they got it extended. Hold on, I saw another video I want to show y'all.
Y'all, they are talking about ending TPS for 350,000 Haitians, and the public reason they gave ain't really matching what's going on behind scenes. Now, everybody know the situation back in Haiti is not stable, right?
What that got
So
to do
why
with
this
us?
exact moment? Let's talk about the
Let me ask y'all a question. Why do we give a fuck about what's going on back in the house? That don't have nothing to do with us. We don't care that they don't want to go back home because of X, Y, and Z. That don't have nothing to do with us. I don't know why they keep bringing that up as if that's supposed to be a reason for us to just let everything go and allow them in. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I literally do. I care more about weeds growing in my yard than I care about y'all not wanting to go home because of the conditions. I'm going to be real. I literally do not care. That's not my fight nor my wrestle. That's between you and your home. Stop telling us that ugly ass shit. It's not going to make us feel worse. It makes us want to tell you to go home even more. Go home, Roger. Go home. Remember the home you love, the home you lost the flags for. Go back to the home. Shit.
the real reason they possibly could be doing this. Now, see, the government keeps saying that Haiti no longer qualifies, but here's the conspiracy that's been floating around. We believe, me and my peoples, of course, that this is not about safety at all, but it's about power. Now, Haitians in the United States have been building strong communities, strong voting blocks, strong families with strong influence. Now, a united group with culture, pride, and history, that's power. And we all know power scares people who would like to stay in control. Plus, Haiti was the first Black empire to defeat a European empire. That revolutionary spirit still follow Haitians wherever they go. And I know they don't want that energy growing here. But can I add on another theory for y'all? If they send thousands back to a country that's already struggling, it keeps Haiti dependent, weak, and easy to control. Now, when you add all those theories up, ending TPS looks less like immigration policy and more like a strategic move to break an uprising community before it grows even bigger. At the end of the day, these are just my theories. But if Haiti was really stable and safe, we would see it. So I would just like y'all to keep your eyes open, think for yourself, and don't let them play with people's lives as if they chess pieces on a chessboard. I love y'all. Be safe.
Man, fuck you. Let me say this. This is full of shit. Let me say why. We don't listen. I told Black America that the big secret that we don't know is that all of these immigrants are here to capitalize off of our ignorance, off of us not knowing. One thing I learned or that I caught from this little boy is that they're building communities and it's not safe for them to go back home. Do you know that they're building those communities off of your tax dollars and off of your blood, sweat, and tears and off of your ancestors? Because when they come in from these other places, they get all kind of grants, scholarships, all kind of free money just for being an immigrant. And the money that they're giving them is the money that belongs to Black America. So why, I don't understand why them telling us, well, we're building communities, and if they stop us, it's going to stop us from building communities. Good. That's the point. You're supposed to take the money and go back to Haiti and build the community. See, if we got to wait for Haiti to figure it out, Haiti may never figure it out. So what are we going to do? Invite everybody from Haiti into America? No. If y'all really cared about your countries like you say you do, you would be collecting your money and bringing it back over there. But y'all refuse to do that. So if whatever you built, it wasn't yours from the beginning. You probably got it through some sort of grants, programs, and scholarships that didn't belong to you no way. So whatever they take from you belongs home. It stays here. You come the way you leave the way you came here. You came here with nothing. You're going to go back home with nothing. I don't give a damn about them losing their shit because it never was theirs from the beginning. Never. These immigrants think they slick, bruh. Listen to me and listen to me good. And I'm not trying to create no rift between Black Americans and immigrants, but we got to still be able to have the real conversations. These immigrants think that they are slick. They have done everything to take everything from us, and now that things are being taken back, they looking to us to be their saviors. Black America, do not fall for that bullshit. Everything they had belonged to you. The businesses in the neighborhoods, them should have been Black American businesses, not Haitian, not Jamaican, not African, not Asian, not white. Them should have been Black American businesses in these neighborhoods, but we don't have them because they gave them to them. Now that Trump is saying, you know what, screw it, go back home and create your own businesses. We taking back the stuff we gave you. Now they about to come in and try to use you, Black America, and your emotions to get you to lie. I'm sorry. They're going to get a celebrity because, you know, that's how they do it. I'm pretty positive Jamal Bryant will be saying something here soon. They're going to get one of y'all faves to come over here and say, hey, Black America, we need to help the Haitians because remember, it's the Haitians now. It's going to be you tomorrow. And y'all going to drink the Kool-Aid because you love whatever celebrity said it. And then boom, that's the trick to get you to help them to steal from you. I don't give a damn about what you're going to lose. Go home. Do you hear me? I could care less. Whatever you got over here wasn't for you no way. Go home. Please. And thank you. And let me show you another way that they're getting slick. Remember I told you the immigrants are being slick? At one point, you couldn't tell them they was Black. At one point, oh no, nigga, I'm African. Oh no, baby, I'm Jamaican. Oh no, I'm not Black like you. I'm Black different. My parents don't allow me to date Black Americans. Now they over here fighting to be Black.
I don't care what nobody say. In the very beginning, everybody was saying like where they're from. So when you meet somebody, they go, oh, I'm African. When you meet them, they go, oh, I'm Jamaican. Jamaican stand up, bad man, bad girl. Or they'll be like, I'm from Barbados, I'm from DR, I'm Puerto Rican, big Dominican, you get what I'm saying, right? Now that we were like, all right, we're going about to say Black Americans, that we only claim our lineage. Now all of a sudden, everybody wants to use the word Black. Now all of a sudden, oh, we never said that. We all Black. How y'all trying to tell us we Black? This, that, third. It's like, what's wrong with y'all? Why is it now that we don't want to associate with that African American word that y'all all of a sudden want to be Black now? Because technically you're melanated. If you want to be technically, Black is a social construct from America. So if you want to say I'm melanated Jamaican, you can say that because we all have melanin. Black is not even really a thing when you think about it. That's what makes it so weird. Because it's like, why y'all want to claim something that was given to us by America? Y'all are really melanated beings from different continents, islands, and countries. Nobody's not saying that y'all are not that. You get what I'm saying? Nobody's saying that y'all are not melanated. So where y'all getting this from? Oh, they're saying we not Black. You're not Black Americans, but we're not taking the color from y'all. That's what I said. I think they just want a reason to copy. Everything we do, they just want a reason to copy. That's just the answer.
And she's absolutely right. The end of this video was what it all boils down. They just want a reason to copy. And they gaslighting the hell out of Black America. You go from saying you not Black to now you fighting to be Black. It's the delineation. That's what it is. And they understand when we separate from them, they got to go back to where they belong, which is at the bottom. No shade. It is what it is. It's the God's honest truth. That's why they fighting to be Black. Now they going around on the internet saying, oh, y'all trying to say we not Black. We is Black. No, you're not. Remember what you said, you Jamaican. Remember what you said, you Dominican. Remember what you said, you Nigerian. Now you want to fight to be Black. Black America, stop going back and forth with them. Say what you say and move on. Let them argue amongst themselves. Because what they want to do is gaslight you into an argument to get you to be on their side and let them claim Black. No, absolutely not. The reason why they're doing that is to have proximity to you so that they can still steal from you. That's what this is all about. It's just like that episode of Martin when Method Man came in there and stole and was trying to steal all that stuff out of Martin's house. And Martin was like, oh, he thought it was a prank. So what did Martin do? Helped him steal the stuff? And what did Method say? Dang, man, I ain't know it was going to be this easy. And then he walked out the door. Okay, we have been doing that for the last 60 years. That shit over with. Now we realize this ain't a prank and you're really a thief and we kicking y'all ass up out of here. And you got to go home to them same flags and them same homes you swore to God was better than us, better than America. Go home to the paradise you claim you come from with your broke ass. With your broke ass. Tether ass. Now, with that being said, because I got to come back for Educational Friday. Hold on. Let me read a couple of super chats. Truth Appeal, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. A.O. God, thank you for the super chat. Says, love your work. Our ancestors ancient fought them off for years, 300 years barehanded. Yes, we are the only people on earth that they needed 7 nations to take us down. Thank you. Sounds like we are the originals to me because we are. And you're absolutely right. Not only did they need 7 nations, they realized physically they still couldn't take us down. So what did they result to? They realized even with the 7 nations together, they still couldn't take us down. So they resorted to witchcraft to get us mentally enslaved. Does that make? Yeah, thank you, A.O. God. I definitely appreciate you. And thank you so much for that scholarship. Just Anticipate. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Boo, could you please pull up the video of the black lady in NYC who dragged the white girl at the Knicks parade? Black lady was on a street pole. I saw that. I don't think that's real. I don't know. I saw that. I was like, a black lady had a fight with a white lady because the white lady pulled her pants down or something like that. I don't know, something weird about that. But thank you so much. Just Anticipate. Lady Tay Stan, thank you so much for the super chat. Says they getting essential workers job, Vu. If you know, you know. And that's the point. Listen, I told y'all what the Democrats did. When they let them in, they kind of embedded them into the system so that it's hard to get them out. It's the same way the Democrats embedded a lot of that LGBTQIA plus PDF file shit in our stuff too. They embedded it in these systems to where it's hard to get them out. So yeah, they're getting essential worker jobs so they can say, oh, you can't kick us out because we essential workers. Bullshit. We can fire your ass. Bye. We'll get somebody to fill them jobs. Thank you, Lady Tay. And Savannah Doll, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Voodoo, did you hear about the show called Kirby? It was the 35th episode titled Watermelon Felon and Paris Carmelo Anthony's trial. No, I did not hear about that, but it sounds about right. Is it on the internet? Sounds about right. You know how them crackers do. Listen, all these people trying to do is get a rise out of us. Don't allow them to do it. Don't allow them to do it. And Nikki P, thank you so much for the super chat. Beautiful. She says, would you just allow a Black American homeless person into your home because of the unfortunate issues in their personal lives? I don't think so, buddy. Thank you. And that's the thing. They want to tell us, oh, well, it's hard at home. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. My door is locked. Carry your ass home and go build up your house. Y'all done got enough education, enough training, and enough money to go home and build up Haiti. We want to start coming vacationing in Haiti for all the Haitians. Why y'all don't go and build it up? Y'all claim they got blue water around there. We don't want to come around there because y'all don't want to go build it up. Go home so we can come on vacation. Duck ass niggas. With that being said, let me get up off of here. I'll be back for Educational Friday. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We do this Monday through Friday. It's the Morning Joce. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all know when I upload or go live. If you've learned anything, pay it forward. Do your research and have discernment. Ground, meditate, and pray. I love you, and I'll see you later on, or at least on Monday for those who don't come back for Educational Friday. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.